such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
AC replacement? If your AC unit is ready to go kaput, then it's time to call Florida Home AC. With over $3,000 in tax credits waiting for you on select systems, take advantage of it. Call 777-4300. Get Florida Home AC to cool you off.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Coogan. It's go time on a Tuesday morning. Account Truck Accessories Tuesday. A React Tuesday, week one of the National Football League officially put to bed late night out west. A little shy of my 40 winks this morning. Ended up staying up and watching the game last night. You know, it's the first of the prime timers that wasn't super exciting. I'm left really with one impression of watching last night's game to sum it up, and then some week one observations as we move through this Tuesday morning. I guess we debut the power rankings this morning, so nothing like getting kind of hectic. It seems, after watching the 49ers just dominate the Jets, right? Week one, instant overreaction. Oh, let's pump the brakes on the Jets. But that's probably not the story here. It's really amazing since 2017 when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and then 2020 the Bucks won the Super Bowl, and then 2021 or 2 when the Rams won the Super Bowl. It's amazing 3 NFC teams have won the Super Bowl in between Brady with the Patriots and Mahomes with the Chiefs, and one of those teams has not been the 49ers. 49ers are unquestionably the second best team in the NFL. Right now, over the course last year, over the course of the last 3 years, don't forget they're in the NFC Championship game against the Eagles when Brock Purdy got hurt on one of the first plays of the game. Consistently excellent through everything. We had a fantasy football disaster yesterday, didn't you, gang? I was on the good side of it. But, man, it's the one unbreakable caveat of fantasy football, and that is when you got a guy in the Monday night lineup, everybody's used up. It's not like you can make some sort of decision. And so when the news came down yesterday afternoon that Christian McCaffrey wouldn't play, boy, some of you fantasy players out there were certainly impacted. I know I was. I was trying to protect a 16-point lead playing against Christian McCaffrey. Hello. Good night. But forget about us. Here are the 49ers who lose the best running back in football for the night. Perhaps they knew all along. So what do? They plug in Jordan Mason. Yeah, who? And he goes for like 150 in a score. The 49ers just went through a training camp where they didn't have Brandon Ayuk for most of it. They didn't have Trent Williams really at all. He just signed in the last week. They have a first-round receiver who got shot a week ago. I mean, you want to talk about the, quote, potential for distraction? I'd say San Francisco would be your first stop, wouldn't it? And, buddy, they came out last night like a well-oiled machine, didn't they? No Christian McCaffrey, no problem. Aaron Rodgers, so what? And they just stifled them. I think they held the Jets under 300 yards. I mean, Jets made some plays, man. They got those are terrific young playmakers, Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. And the Jets are going to have some really nice Sunday afternoons. Tough spot on the road against a team. You just only hope they come out maybe flat and unfocused, and they didn't. And the Niners make a week one. When we get hectic this morning, I don't know what the power poll is going to say without looking at it, but I'll tell you what it should say. It should say Kansas City 1, San Francisco 2. The Niners oh so close, but in those 2 Super Bowl losses to Kansas City. But at the end of the day, that but is long and wide. No titles to show for it. And arguably the best team in the NFC overall over the course of that time. But an impressive start there. And listen, if you're a Jaguars fan, anytime the NFC meets the AFC, you pull for the NFC. Fact. So, the Jags will start 0-1. More on that. Doug Peterson met the media yesterday. First things first, any concerns about a loss like this lingering?
They do. Any loss, right? It's a tough one to deal with. After the game, obviously today we got to go back through it. But I will say there was a lot of good too that came out of this football game. Things that we can coach and teach and correct and show the guys. So. But yeah, games like this are they're always going to hurt.
What a pigskin paradox Doug Peterson leaves us with after Sunday's loss, and this is what I mean. Well, after ETN fumbled, it sure seemed like they got conservative, didn't it? Like we detailed, like they ran 8 of their last 11 plays. They only gained like 11 yards on those 8 plays. Only 1 pass attempt. It was dropped. There were 2 other attempts, ended in sacks. What happened on those sacks? Doug Peterson will talk about that coming up next segment. But here's the paradox. I think it's safe to say it felt like the Jaguars went conservative in the fourth quarter, did it not? ET, did you get that feeling?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it felt like they went conservative. And here's the paradox. Yet within that same span, what did they do? They went for it 4th and 1 on their own 30. It's the opposite of conservative.
Very much so.
It's a stew of just jumbled. It's got okra and big chunks of tomato and some sausage. I don't know what's going on inside Doug Peterson's football brain, but it's bipolar at the moment. Or were they conservative? Doug Peterson's answer may surprise you when we come back on the other side. Meanwhile, down in Gainesville, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to rant and rave and rail. I told you yesterday the only smart decision by a leader of men was staring Billy Napier in the face. And Billy Napier said, nah, I'm not about doing the smart thing. Why would I start now? I'm not about building excitement for the Gator fan base. Why start now? Nah, I'll just droll through another Monday press conference. It dawned on me. You know who Billy Napier is? You know what he's turning into? He's turning into the Grinch who stole fun. Right? Does Billy Napier tiptoe into the stadium on Saturdays? Looking over his shoulder, skulking through the hallways. He eschews the elevator instead. Sneaks up the stairs. Does he pick up the trophies, put them in his little satchel to try and squeeze back up the chimney before he bolts? He's the Grinch who stole fun.
You're a monster.
We had a fun rod waiting to just attract thunder and lightning. His name's DJ Lagway. Apparently Billy Napier didn't see him Saturday night. No, Graham Mertz still the call down there in Gainesville. I don't know what to tell you. Stink, stank, stunk, buddy. That's pretty much summed up your 3 years so far.
You're a vile one.
It's right there in front of you. The Grinch who stole fun just tiptoed up to the microphone yesterday. And Billy, why, oh why, Mr. Grinch? Why would you steal our fun? Why Graham Mertz over DJ Lagway?
Given the choice.
Different level of competition. We all understand that, but I think overall the mindset and the attitude of the team, I think, was in a good place. Ton of appreciation for the leadership the players showed. I think in particular the last few days of the week. Sometimes you play those games and you worry about your team and how they're going to start. And I thought we were ready to play.
Billy, did you, I don't know, have you looked at the film yet? Have you, I don't know, watched Graham Mertz? Do you guys have an analytics department among your staff of 70? Can Jim Bob, the assistant to the assistant wide receivers coach, pull you into the film room? Hey, coach, man, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah, I was thinking about this quarterback decision. Hey, come here, man. Look at this. Look at this tape the other day. You see this throw? You see how he slid in the pocket, stepped up a step, and then threw it in the air 60 yards on target? Yeah, Coach, here, let me come here. Hold on, just give me a second here. I've cut up some Graham Mertz. Yeah, here's Graham in a clean pocket, and, I got Wilson 4 yards behind the corner. You see that throw, Billy? Yeah, it went out of bounds. So I'm thinking maybe, and I get it, man, Graham Mertz is a good guy. How do we spin this? Maybe tell him DJ's better than him and expect him as the leader that you've promoted him as, that he'll accept it that way and onward and upward? No, Coach. No, you're going to do the dumb, boring, less productive option? Yeah, I understand. Holy hell, why did I come here? Does anybody else have an assistant to the assistant wide receiver's job open? I mean, this guy just won't do the obvious. Listen, man, I guess I'm giving that rant that I told you I gave yesterday. This one's simple, man. I'm willing to argue on so much. That's the fun of sports. Not everybody's right. GMs and head coaches and the Bill Belichicks of the world, no one's right all the time when it comes to sports. That's what makes it so much fun. And I can pretend like I'm right and scream like I'm right and believe like I'm right, but I always understand at the end of the day, maybe I'm not right. Not this one. I draw the line. In my career, I draw the line. This is idiotic. You got a superstar down there waiting to go off. And what are you going to do? You have a downtown fireworks display. Just light the fuse. What are you going to do? You're going to bring me a freaking sparkler. Back up, Terry. I give up, man. This should do you in. Good on the football gods, little G, for giving us just one last cemented notion of what you are. A slow-thinking, non-productive, losing football coach. You have a freaking superstar sitting there. You know what this would be like? This would be like FSU taking Jameis Winston on the road his freshman year, beating Pittsburgh, Jameis going like 26-28, and Jimbo going up to the microphone the next day going, yeah, well, we're going to have a role for Jameis. It's idiotic, man. You don't get it. You don't get a thing about any of it. Go hire another 5 assistants because you're going to need help carrying the couches to the moving van. Listen, E, you know it. I know it. Anybody listening knows it. Even if you are among the uninformed who think for any reason Graham Mertz should start this weekend, even you know this. Guess who's going to be starting in 3 weeks? 5 weeks, whatever the number is. Guess who will be running out as the starting quarterback for Florida when it's too late? Guess who? With the tough games coming, with too little seasoning. Chef Boy freaking RD down there couldn't cook up a last meal for a guy with no taste buds. This one was so obvious. The Grinch who stole fun. Thanks, Billy. Oh, by the way, just for the record, I'm going to put this in the time capsule. Just officially, why is it now again that you're not playing the most exciting player we've seen in years?
Look, we're going to do what's in the best interest of the team, and I think both these players can make our team better, and I think that's what we intend to do. So, and the great thing about it is there's a great relationship there. There's confidence, there's stability from
Make
both
him
guys.
stop him, make him stop. I'm glad they got a good relationship. Y'all enjoy your cocoa tonight. This is the drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Turn our attention back to our head coach and some kind of vexing, counter arguments here to just what's the identity, right? We brought that word up. What's the plan? You're listening to the drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Start Sunday morning with a balanced breakfast of football. Breakfast out of bed. Live from Tailgaters Parking on the Terminix Kickoff Show. 5 hours before kickoff of every game. Brought to you by Gatorade and Clearwater Irrigation on 1010XL.
Who has the best lineup this season? Honda. Cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, hybrids, and electric. This is one of the greatest lineups Honda has ever had. And now is the best time to purchase or lease one. Visit your local Honda dealer now. Remember, only a Honda is a Honda.
Prosser here, and if you are one of the ones that looks at your backyard area living space and thinks, wow, It needs an upgrade. Lifetime Enclosures is having a huge open house sale this Saturday. And boy, can I tell you, they do an awesome job. Anything from glass or screen enclosures to full-on lanai and flooring, all in one place. The place you want to watch sports, enjoy your backyard, and just hang out could be so much better with Lifetime Enclosures. Come on out to Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring this Saturday, all day. You won't regret it.
Injured in an accident? Have mounting medical bills? Can't work? Don't worry. Zach's got your back. I'm Zach Von Rowan of Von Rowan Law. I will fight for the compensation that you deserve. Set up your free consultation at zachsgotyourback.com.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. Through the Everbank London Getaway, one lucky winner and a guest will receive round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and a pair of tickets to see the Jags play in London. To learn more and for official rules, visit everbank.com/London. No person necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of 50 United States and D.C. 18 or older. Entry period for the Everbank London Getaway Suites is from 8/5/24 to 9/5/24. To enter and for official rules, alternate method of entry, prize description, odds of winning, and other details, visit everbank.com/London. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank N.A.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a dust bunny breeder from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Steve Johnson.
Welcome to the show, Steve. It's great to be here, Alex.
Yeah, you don't have to answer in the form of a question, Steve.
What is this game show?
See, that's another question.
Are you going to ask me about air conditioners?
Yeah, okay. How about we just send the Bueller guys over and you can annoy them with all your questions? Johnny?
That's right, Steve. Bueller Air and Plumbing can answer all your air conditioning questions, repair options, replacement models, and how to make your AC last longer while saving electricity, making sure you are cool.
Where is the parking lot?
You're killing me, Steve.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Oh my goodness. Fishing is more fun when you catch something.
Yeah!
Listen for the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show with Captain Kevin.
Woo-hoo!
Brought to you by Veterans Wholesale Cabinets and Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
David Lane here again for Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. After several surgeries for age-old issues, mainly my back and shoulders, there's no doubt that Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is my sustaining resource for living pain-free. Take it from me, and I'm being really honest here, there's no better orthopedic facility here in Jacksonville.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, monster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Hey folks, this is Dave Benyon with my son Ammon here from Zero Res. Ammon, you've been cleaning air ducts for a while now. What are some of the reasons customers might consider getting their air ducts cleaned?
There are many reasons. Many times, people suffer needlessly from poor indoor air quality produced by the conditions in their air system. Construction dust, the presence of bacterial growth, and years' worth of buildup all come together to make your air ducts a pretty gross place. If you suffer from allergies, have recently moved, recently remodeled, or have never had your air ducts cleaned, then now is the best time to call. By calling Zero Res, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you called the best of the best. Our state-of-the-art truck mount system and top-of-the-line service representatives simply can't be found anywhere else. Google Zero Res and read thousands of 5-star reviews.
So what kind of deals can I expect?
Just mention that you heard us on the radio, and we'll give you $100 off your air duct cleaning.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty great deal. Remember, folks, Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREC. Zero Res.
It's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. It's something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Universal Roof and Contracting has been protecting Florida homes from the elements for over 30 years. Call Universal Roof and Contracting today for a free roof inspection and get 15% off your roof repair or replacement. Plus, flexible financing options and payments as low as $115 a month. This offer expires September 30th. Call 855-ROOF-HELP.
License number CCC 1330747, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. 1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we could take off our, the napkins, take it off our lap, our just feast of football. Takes a brief respite. Good one Thursday night. Dolphins, Bills. Jags, of course, are back home to face Cleveland. More on that in just a second for the home opener. Just a little bit more reflection. It still fell within the 24-hour rule when Doug Peterson met the media yesterday. There's a few things. I told you that it's almost like there's a bit of a paradox going on here with Doug Peterson. I mean, it just sure seemed like they went awful conservative. It feels that way, probably even more when you're not making any first downs. But it sure felt like they went conservative, really from the ETN fumble forward. Yet at the same time within that, the most wild, irresponsible, aggressively gambling play. They went for it on their own 30 and 4th and 1.5. That's mixed within this, just what seemed like a wave of conservatism. Of course, that's what we think. Doug Peterson apparently doesn't.
I elected to go for it, on our end of the field, showing sign of aggressiveness there. Defense did a great job of stopping them and missing a kick, so kind of a wash. But no, not at all. We just, third downs was our nemesis.
Yeah. So he says aggressive, not conservative. Boy, it didn't seem that way. Third down was the nemesis. At the end of the day, we're going to go cut 10 here. At the end of the day, we still seem stuck in this 3rd and 1. We just can't often enough feel confident just handing the ball off and getting a yard.
Keep doing it. I'm going to continue to trust the players. We're going to continue to put them in good situations and good plays, and we'll just continue to execute better.
Well, that's the hope. I mean, that was supposedly the goal of the offseason. Look, I thought the offensive line may have tired a little bit down the stretch. That's a good point. The D-line just continues to rotate the whole game. Those O-line just go out there and slog through it all, don't they? They seem to tire, I would say, a little bit by the fourth quarter, but I thought overall out of the gates it was improved from a year ago. Wouldn't you say so, E.T.?
Yeah, it definitely looked improved.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Especially based on how Tank was running. Yeah.
There were some holes open, and if they win, I think a lot of the narratives of the game, certainly obviously change. But as I said, they may have seemed to have tired a little bit. Trevor had some clean looks and was well protected on much of his first half passing. That went away a little bit in the second half, and especially there in the fourth quarter, Jags get the ball back, a chance to drive down and take a lead, hopefully a game-winning lead. And the pass protection wasn't there, or was it? What happened on those 2 sacks late?
Sacks are a combination of a lot of different things. There's a lot of factors. Miami was in 2-man on the last one. Great job. Covered us up, right? The other one, Trevor was off on his progression a little bit, and it happens. So there's quarterbacks, there's the offensive line, there's receivers, there's the defense. So sacks can go a bunch of different directions.
Yeah, and, again, you're kind of covering everybody's bases there, so let's just skip to it all then. Overall, the passer rating says, yeah, pretty good. 97.7, I think it ended at, completed, 67% of his passes, was it? Something like that. Not a lot of production. It went away late. This offense, again, I detailed the numbers yesterday. You're not taking my word for it. They had like 256 yards up until the point that Travis Etienne fumbled. That's not quite 3/4 of football. And in the final, more than a quarter, they got 11 yards. So everything just went, haywire at the end. You're left with that last impression of an offense that never got anything going. So, had time to give us an evaluation of your quarterback played in South Florida?
I mean, it was good. It wasn't. There's some things that we showed him today that we can get better at. It's just a matter of him just continuing to see it, trust it. But I'll tell you this, he made some really good throws too. Be able to see BT on the first deep pass, for the DPI, and then the throw to him for the touchdown, and Gabe a couple of times. He made some really good throws, and just things that we're going to continue to work with. But we know we got to get better there, pitching and catching.
Being just more productive, right? We want to see, and they were on track for a 230-yard passing game and a victory, and everything was going to be great, steamrolling forward into Cleveland this weekend. Who am I? I went 13 of 21 for 167 yards and a touchdown. Who am I?
That ain't Trevor.
Doesn't it sound like it?
Yeah, it do.
What was Trevor's numbers exactly while I finish this up? Yeah, who am I? I'm 13 of 21, 167 yards. I have a touchdown just to make sure I'm not Trevor. I also had a pick. My passer rating was 82.8 on this season opening weekend. I'm Aaron Rodgers.
I was going to say, is that A-Rod?
Well, my point is it's not easy in the NFL, man. The defenses are good. Even the great quarterbacks, have their games where it's not good. And I understand that we want perfection out of our guys, especially our quarterbacks. And at the end of the day, in a home market, you've watched every single play, every single, opportunity that was missed. And usually and fairly that falls on the quarterback in the manner with which the offense is running. But just understand as we go through our ups and downs and good weeks and bad weeks that is kind of par for the course. And I don't mean for the middle of the ground, Daniel Jones, Blake Bortles of the world.
What was A-Rod's numbers again?
13 of 21, 167 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, passer rating 82.
T-Law, 12 of 21, 162 and a touchdown.
Yeah, passer rating?
Passer rating
97. I think it's 97.7. That's the QBRs.
97.7.
Yeah, 97.7. Home of the hits. That's not turning the ball over. That's how big that is, and we want him to not do that. And that's got to be in his head a little bit as well. But end of the day, it's a tough spot, man. Tough spot. Who am I? I went 21 of 29, 164 yards, no touchdowns, passer rating 86. 21 of 29, 164 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, rating 86.
Is that Caleb Williams?
That's a Joe Burrow.
Dang.
Do I need to go on?
It ain't easy.
No, it's not. It's not. And by the way, that is in by no means and in no regard, any kind of excuse. I mean, even good games these days, 260-yard passing day is also attached to this stat line for another, what they tell me, great young quarterback. 17 of 34. That's 50%, man. That doesn't get it done most of the time. 17 of 34, 260, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, passer rating 83. That's Jordan Love. I mean, this notion that our guys around the league, man, the good ones, the difference makers, the, quote, generationals, they're not all going 26 and 29 for 340 every week, gang. Just understand. Do enough to win. Jags did enough to win on Sunday. Again, that's the disappointing thing. Checked, it seemed like, every single box that you would need to check to bring home a victory, and yet didn't bring it home. And really, it's that turnover down inside the end zone. I'm not putting blame on player like a lot do. I mean, he was the player. It was a great defensive play. Still, the team should have been able to respond, recover, and win that game. And Doug Peterson says you worry. You heard him earlier. Yeah, you worry about it. All losses lingering, but you got to get back at it. And that means the Browns come to town this weekend. You may not know, it's kind of a rich history with these teams. From this standpoint, at least it should feel rich for you Jaguar fans, you see, I was here in 1995 when the Jaguars debuted. E.T., how old were a kid were you in 1995?
95, let's see, 86, 96.
Yeah, 9.
Yep, 9 years old.
There's a 9-year-old little kid running around barefoot, Clay County, when the Jags were born.
No shoes on.
All right, so the Jags and the Browns are actually former division rivals. Did you even know that, E?
Oh, no.
Yeah. The Browns were, when the Jags first came into the league, they were in the AFC Central.
I remember that.
With the Steelers, the Oilers, the Bengals, and the Browns. And they played in 1995 against Cleveland in the division. And then after the 95 season, Cleveland moved to Baltimore. So then for a few years, it was Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, the Oilers, or Tennessee by then. I can't remember when the move was exactly. And then the Baltimore Ravens. So for 1 year, the Jaguars were division rivals with the Cleveland Browns. And in a season where Jacksonville only won 4 times, they got a road win at Cleveland, 23-15. And as I recall, it was the season finale at home against the Browns. They won that game 24-21, a cold Christmas Eve. So they went 2-0 against the Browns in their inaugural season when, gosh, we know it's hard for expansion teams to win. Edie, you know who the coach was of that Cleveland Browns team? That's one Bill Belichick.
Okay.
That's one Bill Belichick the Jaguars beat twice in 1995. Belichick went on to do pretty good in New England. So the Jags won both those games, and then the Browns went bye-bye, didn't return. Actually, they haven't. We're playing them twice a year, so I guess we remained division rivals. The move to Baltimore must have come. Oh, no, the Browns came back is what happened. Browns came back, right? The Ravens went, and then the Browns came back home. Cleveland got a team again almost immediately. So, yeah, then we had 2 matchups with Cleveland in 99. Won them both. 2 matchups with Cleveland in 2000. Won them both. 6-0 against the Browns out of the gate. And as Cleveland comes to town this weekend, the Jaguars, it's really one of their better records against all franchises. They're 12-7 all time against the Cleveland Browns. All right, a football fix as we sum up a week that ended with San Francisco, man, looking like they're in midseason form already, and that's without the best running back in football. So that and more National Football League news. I can't remember the date. I can look it up. I told y'all there was a date. There was a date where Austin Riley got hurt. The Mets hit a home run to win a game late that looked like they would lose, and they got either close or pulled even with the Braves. I can almost point to this date, man, because now we're at a point with no Austin Riley that the pitcher's got to go out and throw 5-6 innings of 2 or 3 runs or less, and you're still not going to win the games. And what are they doing in the last 2 games? Braves lost 1-0 last night. I mean, your starter goes 6 innings, gives up 1 run. The starter Sunday went 6 innings, gave up no runs. Braves lost that one 2-1. It's bad, man. Somebody needs to call that 904 number that they have advertising here on the radio station. This is the drill. Be back with the football fix and more. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators hosting Texas A&M and SEC football at the Swamp on Saturday. The Gators are the 4-point underdog, the total 49. Florida State looking for its first win of the season after back-to-back losses to start the year. They're a 5.5-point home favorite with Memphis 52 at Doak Campbell Stadium. UCF, a 2-point dog at TCU. South Florida laying 11 at Southern Mississippi. Jacksonville Jaguars, a 3-point home favorite against the Cleveland Browns at Everbank Stadium on Sunday. 42.5 the total. Ronaldo Lopez on the mound for the Braves today, $1.62 favorite of the Nationals. The Rays are $1.50 dog of the Philadelphia Phillies. Bet smarter with Juice Reel. It's free in the App Store. Juice, R-E-E-L. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Florida homeowners are going to extreme lengths to stay cool this summer.
We sit in front of the refrigerator with the door open and only eat frozen foods while they're still frozen and put ice cubes down our pants. Whoa, that's cold.
But the most popular and cost-effective way can be summed up by a quack. Just call Duck Duck Air Conditioning. For AC repairs to new installations, you too can beat the Florida heat with Duck Duck Air Conditioning, Jacksonville area's AC experts. Trust the Duck to keep your cooling costs low. DuckDuckAC.com.
Prosser here. Hey, pick a news source. But the reports are home prices are expected to decline in 2025, even after the election. So you need to maximize your home sales price now before this downturn, and you can do it with the agents proven to sell for top dollar, Chad and Sandy Newman. Hey, perhaps you're worried about selling for less money with a lowball out-of-state instant offer, or maybe you want maximum equity from your home, but you're not sure how. That's why you turn to Chad and Sandy, who have the answers. No required costly repairs. Chad and Sandy are the local real estate experts I trust and recommend for the sale of your home. Tony and Maggie at Jack's Golf and Country Club said, "We recently had a job transfer and we needed to sell fast. With homes in our area struggling to sell inside 100 days, we didn't know what to do. Our worries were solved when we hired Chad and Sandy. Our home sold in 3 days for one of the highest prices ever in our neighborhood at over $1 million. Call the local experts we trust, 904-414-6200 or ChadAndDSandy.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hicken here for About 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He is currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of About 9. Visit About 9 Associates today and experience the difference. About 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
Zebra.
Zebra is back by overwhelming demand. Saturday night, September 14th, live at the Florida Theater in Jacksonville, performing songs from all 5 Zebra albums.
Zebra.
Get tickets now before they're gone at floridatheater.com. Zebra with all original members. Saturday night, September 14th. Tickets on sale now. Don't miss.
Zebra.
Spend lunchtime with the ladies.
Hey, where's your sense of adventure?
They don't cook, but they serve up spicy sports talk.
Sure, it's on the menu.
Helmets and heels.
That is a meal.
Switched on by First Coast Lighting and Fans on 1010XL.
Pace Carline here. If you're like me in the fall, you want to watch football, not clean. Enter Molly Maid, voted Bold City Best Cleaning Service 3 years in a row. Molly Maid is reliable, friendly, and thorough. Visit mollymaid.com.
Tired of changing out bad sod year after year? Get it done right with Roundtree Sod. Big or small, they have it, and always supplied farm fresh. For a lush, legendary green lawn, call 7414-SOD for a free estimate. 7414-SOD.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. So another Mike, who lost 40 pounds with Awaken 180, was in the same position I was in. And you are most likely confused.
I spent so much money on personal trainers in the last 10 years. Didn't have a lot of discretionary income left. So I tried to listen to everybody else. What do you eat? You know, everyone said, eat healthy. Define eating healthy. Cut out sugar. Tell me what foods don't have sugar. So their process to me was an education. That was really the eye-opening thing to me is I had 10 choices of food in front of me every day. You know, when I was on the run in sales, I was making 8 bad choices. I wasn't eating the 2 good ones. And I loved the 2 good ones. I just didn't know they were good. So I made bad choices every single day. And the program, on Awaken 180, really changed my mind, opened my eyes up to, it was a true education on food, what to eat, what not to eat. And it's been fantastic.
Knowing what to eat and the ability to navigate nutritional labels. A proven, clear path for weight loss. exactly what you will receive with Awaken 180. Leave confusion at the door and do what we did. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
Are tomatoes a fruit or a vegetable? The answer next.
We all know that saving money on items like homeowners insurance can be done. Ask your agent about the new Southern Oak Insurance deductible options. It'll save money for you.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Although classified as a vegetable by U.S. Customs and Border Protection, tomatoes are actually a fruit, since they're technically berries that develop from a single flower.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Denny Thompson here. If you want to work with new tech security cameras or home automation, Tyson Sound & Security is a growing company looking for you now. Tyson is now hiring for sales, technician, and administrative positions. You'll start at the industry's most competitive pay, and they will train you. Apply online at TysonSoundandSecurity.com or call 762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security hiring sales, technicians, and administrative. Call 762-1000. Equal Opportunity Employer.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jaguars' last-minute loss to the Miami Dolphins hopefully won't be foreshadowing the rest of the season. A great start, late collapse.
Just kind of a tale of two halves, really. We made plays in the first half. They made plays in the second half.
The fumble from running back Travis Etienne proved to be a costly one. However, head coach Doug Peterson wants his player to grow from it.
So keep his head up. I mean, he's a good player. You know, we're going to give him the football a lot this season. It's week one. Learn from it, and we'll be better.
Jaguar QB Trevor Lawrence felt the loss to Miami was a particular lost opportunity.
Just kind of gave it away. It's going to be a lot to learn from week one. We got a really good team, but, you know, we can't give games away, especially against another good team.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
With a 39.5-foot pole.
Well, I think our intention the entire time has been to play DJ in every game, right? And I think obviously he gets a little bit more experience each week, and certainly for him to have the opportunity to be the starter, pair with the ones, and then go play. And the way he did that, you know, the poise, the composure, I just think it shows that he's ready to do what we intend to do with him going forward. So, you know, it's a blessing to have two really good quarterbacks, and certainly one with a ton of experience and one without. There's no doubt both these guys will make us harder to defend. We intend to use both of them.
Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk.
This is the Grinch who stole fun. Yeah.
The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote, stink, stank, stunk.
So lucky you, Gator Nation. You get to see both quarterbacks Saturday. I'm not going to turn it over to the young buck who's got more talent in his pinky toe than the solid, if not spectacular, starter that he should be replacing. But feelings are more important than football in Gainesville these days. Funny, I don't remember Steve Spurrier in the middle of all those visor throws asking Terry Dean if he was okay with it. What a weak show by the Gator head coach. No stones. No go get 'em. No moxie. Take the old conservative, sleepy, lazy river path to get there. Stink, stank, stunk, buddy. Man, threw you a light, not even a light boat, threw you a yacht. You sunk it.
We'll go back to Graham. Give us a better chance to win. Tougher to defend. Eeyore.
The text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. I support Billy Napier in his quarterback decision. Signed Georgia fan. Yeah, well, and you should. Yeah, you should. Fire the band. We got a football fix. He was ready there, boy. Shut this guy up.
Stink, stank, stunk.
Shut you down. So Christian McCaffrey made it either fantasy heaven or fantasy hell for some dudes last night. 49ers dominated the Jets. Again, that's kind of my overall take here on what I saw on Monday Night Football, and we could use to sum up week one. It's a damn shame the Niners haven't won a Super Bowl while we've watched the Rams and the Brady-led Bucks and even the Eagles with Peterson win them. This is the best team in the NFC. Now, I'm not crying for San Francisco and their legacy. They got more titles and they could divvy them up and, make the rest of us happy. But they're the second best team in the NFL. We bounce around and we'll have power ratings this year. We'll put the, Ravens here or this team there. Nah. And they may not be the Super Bowl matchup. Don't get me wrong. A lot happens between now and then. The Chiefs and the 49ers, the two best teams in football. And the 49ers beat the Jets last night like it was the same old Jets. 32-19 ultimately was the final. At one point, I believe the Niners scored on 7 straight possessions without Christian McCaffrey. Because, oh, by the way, Jordan Mason pops in reserve and, I don't know, ran for 150 yards or so. And the Niners just dominated them, really start to finish. Jets scored early, maybe had a 7-3 lead, and then the 7-score procession began, and basically the entirety of Monday Night Football were the 49ers with the ball driving, about to score in some form or fashion. The video is out for the officers' footage, each side telling their story as to what happened pregame down there in Miami. Clearly an overreaction. Ian and I talked about this off the air. It seems like both sides could have been a little more professional, and none of this would have happened. Seems that way. But nonetheless, Dolphins very strongly worded statements. The officer has been, what is it? What's ad leave, right? Administrative lead. It was an over-the-top reaction for what was going on. I mean, that's the bottom line, and that's why they wear those body cams, and that's why they'll sort it out from here. So, anyway, Deshaun Watson just can't stay out of it. Now another lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault back in 2020. I'm not going to, you're interested in these storylines, y'all Google machine me. But just that it's out there. It seems like there would be some sort of, and I'm not trying to alleviate any sort of responsibility in any way at all, but where was this victim when, I don't know, the other 40 came forward? Seems odd, the timing, man. I mean, that's you. I guess you get into some situations, man, you just don't know when they're going to double back on you. So we'll see if and when this becomes more. Puka Nacua headed to IR with a knee injury. Boy, the Rams would be so good if they could, have Nacua and Cooper Kupp, but they can't. Last year, the two of them were jiving, and Kupp got hurt and basically missed the year, and now Nacua's going to be out for a while, and I guess the Rams have proven they can bounce through their personnel and turn back to Cooper Kupp, who had, 14 catches out of the gates. Oh, man. At the end of the day, we saw it last night with Shanahan. You see it with Sean McVay. There are certain dudes who just know how to call offense, aren't there? And, we sit here and go back and forth. Proof's in the pudding, man. I wish I had a McVay or a Shanahan running this offense with who we have. I feel like it'd be a lot more productive. I'm losing faith in the ability to consistently be a productive offense down there. Really am. This same storyline is emerging post-game. Now year to year, feels like, albeit through just one game. Green Bay will not put Jordan Love on injured reserve. They will start Malik Willis at quarterback. Good luck with that. Bears rookie receiver Rome Odunze has a sprained MCL. That's the same injury, by the way, that Jordan Love has. He'll be week to week. And will the Cleveland Browns be coming to town with former Gator Kadarius Toney? Sources are the Browns are going to be signing the former Gator, Giant, most recently Kansas City Chief, Well, it doesn't take long to opinions to change, does it? I mean, the year before last in the Super Bowl, Tony had a punt return for a touchdown. He had another long play in the pass game and was positioned last year, right? He was going to be a number one for the Chiefs. And it debacled from there and released. This training camp looks like he'll be signed by the Browns, who come to town along with their accused quarterback this Sunday. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers and Mandarin Home Life Business Auto Bundle Assurance, not just insurance. That's what you get with Allstate Assurance agent Mandy Bowers and the home course, Joint Creek Golf Club. Tee it high, let it fly. I'll see you out there. It's good enough for me, doggone it. It's good enough for you. Best value in golf, the Jewelton Creek Golf Club. Hicken Arrival and more coming your way next. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
They may not make a lot of plays.
Good snap. Good hold.
But sometimes they make the most important play.
One of the best kickers in the league year in and year out.
Listen for the Crown Royal Special Teams Player of the Game on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey everyone, it's football season and we wanted to go to the drawing board to make this year's predictions. Let's compare our two blonde all-stars. Most touchdowns, best pricing in the market. Most passing yards, gives the most for your trade. Most receptions, free oil changes with every purchase. Super Bowl champion. Wow, customer service. This looks like a winning season for everyone. Come see Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, where you can score big all season long.
D.V. Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Hey, Hicken for Bow 9 Associates. You'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden, currently called upon for his expert opinion. He's currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder, of course, of Bowden Eye. Visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bowden Eye and Associates.
Are you tired of living with constant pain from torn ligaments or nagging tendinitis and bothersome joint pain? Say goodbye to endless medications and invasive surgeries. Go BioTarget Regenerative Treatment is available only at Injury Care Centers. Their innovative approach helps you recover faster and get back to doing what you love without drugs or surgery. Don't just treat the symptoms, target the root cause with BioTarget. Visit gobiotarget.com to learn more and schedule your appointment today.
I'm Chris Campione. In a world of big box law firms with satellite offices, there's something special about having a local legal team that cares about you and your community. We're not just lawyers, we're your neighbors. We understand the unique challenges facing the Jacksonville community because we live here too. At Campione Law, Campione Cares isn't just a tagline, it's our commitment to you. Campione Law, your trusted lawyers after an accident. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Baker Glass. As expected, the Florida Gators put the hammer to Samford on Saturday. Head coach Billy Napier put the win in perspective for his team.
That's a good step in the right direction. We all understand the level of competition in the opponent, but better teams and better opponents are coming.
Florida quarterback DJ Lagway kept his mind set on his preparation for his first start as a Gator.
My mindset was just, take advantage of the opportunity. Like the preparation that Coach O'Hara, Coach Napier, even Graham, they helped me a lot, just making sure I was prepared, so that was good.
FSU's 0-2 start has embarrassed the program to begin the season, and on Saturday, the program took another hit when four-star defensive tackle Myron Charles revealed he was backing off his pledge to FSU and flipping to his runner-up choice, the Texas Longhorns. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 6:58 and it's 75 degrees. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir!
Oh, that was healthy.
Woo! Super
duper
Tuesday!
Oh.
Here we go.
Give me that two-step, Dan. Give me that two-step, Dan.
Is that what that is?
Woo!
That's a two-step, is it?
I don't know what that is. That's his go-to, though. And that's what a two-step essentially is, just your go-to.
You gotta have a go-to. Look at him. I like it. Joy. That's joy right there. Majesty of dance.
Man, the all-time dupe by the Niners.
Yeah, I heard some fantasy guys of it.
Right?
Oh, well. I played against him. I was very happy.
That's a win.
Who's Jordan Mason?
Exactly. Right? I think George Tech running back, actually. I think that's a Tech guy.
Said he had the second best
undrafted
total
Arian
Monday
Foster.
night ever. Yeah.
Like 2-something. Whew. Yeah, I just showed the Niners. And
do people know? Do fantasy guys know Jordan Mason? Like, did you grab Jordan Mason as your backup?
Yes,
for sure. Because you try if you try to, like, if Christian gets hurt, and he's
understand this about the Niners and all good teams, why they are where they are, and teams like the Jaguars are striving, sometimes closer than others. They're just so much better at personnel, dude.
Yeah,
they lost their backup running back. Don't forget that.
Right.
That Elijah Mitchell, they just had to put him on injured reserve like a week ago. Mason would have got 4 carries yesterday in a normal world, even with McCaffrey missing.
Yeah.
They're so good. Listen, I'm not going to say they haven't gotten their due. They do. We know how good the 49ers are. But just as another example, they're by far the second best team in football.
Yeah.
Forget the Bills or Broncos or, I'm not Broncos, the Bengals.
Yeah.
Forget the Eagles and forget them all. This is the second best team. It's not even close.
Yeah.
But somehow Bucks, Rams, Eagles all got Super Bowls in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what they do going forward. But yeah, they busted them in the post game interview.
Busted.
Lisa Salter, I believe. I had it on the background. I was at work and asked Jordan Mason, "When did you find out you're going to start?" "Oh, Friday."
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to they didn't change Christian McCaffrey's status at all.
Yeah.
It's shenanigans. But
it didn't matter.
Here's the one thing. You can't do this if you can't be hypocrites, man. You can't sit there and tell us to play fantasy. You can't sit there and tell us to gamble. You can't sit there and tell us to do this, do that, and then think you can hide behind
this one ultimately
not letting this one out.
I to be honest with you,
Weak sauce.
I side with the teams on this. I'd want my team to do the same. And to hell with the NFL for making gambling so important that I can't do me.
All right, well, then you don't get a first-round pick next year.
Well, yeah, I don't. I mean, I understand. I'm not saying it's
you want to do
within
it that
the
way?
rules. I don't.
I just think that's egregious, man, in my opinion.
Now, here's one thing that happened. Your points are fair.
Yeah.
I mean, they're true.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I wish it weren't that. I wish that wasn't a factor. I don't want my team having to divulge anything, quite frankly. But
I get that. But in the end, why? Because I would say this: if I'm the other team, if I'm the Jets, and I go, and me and you are on the defense, and I go, hey man, I heard McCaffrey ain't starting. I'm like, good,
right? Well, that's why. No, but you do that on game dates
That's
even
great.
more. There's a psychological thing. Don't you think that just human nature, the Jets naturally dial down a half a gear when they learn McCaffrey's not playing?
I don't know if they dial it down. I think they get excited. That good. I'm glad he ain't playing.
Well,
Let's go
how'd that
kick
work
their
for
rear
him?
end. It didn't work, but
yeah. Well, the one thing.
So my point is, I don't know what by not giving that information.
Yeah.
What is that? What do you gain?
No, I hear you.
It's just frustrating. I don't. Like
I don't think you get. It's a psychological ploy. Is what you gain. You gain that that advantage at 6:45. The Jets learn maybe they, they let off just a little bit. That could also have that reaction.
This one was like.
Yeah, this was not a factor at all until he's not playing.
He might or he might not.
Right.
This was, he's playing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine.
I hear you.
There was no setback either. They'll have to hide behind, you're going to
need one like last year with, remember the Joe Burrow thing? And then because it affected gamblers. Last night didn't affect gamblers. If you bet the 49ers because you thought McCaffrey was playing, they covered anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Now, fantasy, it killed you, but they look at us like nerds and don't care.
Yeah, but that's... Again, they
I agree with you.
Yeah, they advertise.
Listen, I don't mean to speak out both sides of my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm saying if I'm a fan of a team, I wish they wouldn't tell anybody anything. But at the same time, I do agree that you have to divulge those things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the injury report is for.
What do you think of Aaron Rodgers?
That's a tough gauge on the road at San Francisco, one of the best defenses in the league. So I think Wilson and Hall are playmakers. If they stay healthy, the Jets will have their days. Last night wasn't one of them. He looked the same to me as he always does.
Yeah, 13 of 21 for 167. That's Trevor's numbers. He had Trevor's numbers.
Well, and so did Joe Burrow, and I think that's a point to be taken out of this too. So do a lot of great quarterbacks every week. It's a hard business.
Yeah.
They're not all going for 340 and 4 scores every week.
Nope. But anyway, Niners beat the Jets.
And Aaron Rodgers, by the way, in fairness, has had that same game against the Bears with the Packers 4 years ago. It happens.
Sure.
That's a tough spot.
Doug was testy yesterday at the presser.
Was he? Well,
testy Doug.
So what? What's he testy about?
Just testy with the media. Testy.
Yeah. Well, when you get called out when you have really dumb decisions, you don't get to fly with that one.
I think part of his point, and there's some truth to it.
Okay.
Called some good plays. Those guys didn't get it done. They didn't execute them.
Okay.
And if you go back and look, I went back and watched the.
Is there specificity to this comment?
No, I went back and watched the 4th and 1, the one they went for, which none of us
got blown up.
Yeah. So they tried to go outside. Cam Robinson just basically fell down.
Right.
It's not funny. It's not funny. Okay. Brenton Strange and Ezra Cleveland both decided to block the same guy, which, oof,
Okay, we'll check. We got him covered then.
Yeah.
Whirly bird.
Yeah, which left us, 3 for 1 on ETN, about 5 yards behind the first down.
Yeah.
So he made the conscious decision.
And he should have.
It was a great effort, honestly. To cut back. It looked like he had a wall, and that's when those. And then they were mad at Anton, some fans, but in fairness to Anton's down here, and all of a sudden he's coming the other way. Anton turns around to get somebody, but now Anton's chasing corners and linebackers.
Right.
I got nobody in front of me. I'm trying to get, he's a big man, so that made it a little bit tougher. And in the end, obviously.
Well, I'd be careful about getting testy with anyone. There's been a lot of good grace extended to what ultimately is the head coach of the football team that has now lost, 6 out of 7 are we at?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what you're testy about. You went for it 4th and 1 on your own 30.
He's probably testy about losing, too.
Oh, okay, well, that's for sure. I got you.
I'm not, I can't.
You don't mean with the media. Okay,
no,
all right.
well,
maybe somewhat. Well, that's part of it,
His
man.
answers were short and, Those types.
The media getting the brunt of it.
You know what?
Yes.
You want to be loved? Win the games. You want to walk around town, everybody give you a shout out, buy you a beer? Win the games, man.
Else but you.
You got players there. We got teams. We got a quarterback.
Yeah.
Win the stinking game. Stop going for 4th and 1 at your own 30.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. You want to lose grace? You want to lose fans? You want to lose confidence? Again, it's your decision. You can do what you want. You can think it's right. You can want to do this, that, or the other. But understand that when you do that, thousands of believers walk away muttering. I mean, lose faith in the decision-making on Sunday afternoons.
And so the Cleveland Browns will come to town on Sunday, and we'll see what happens with them. And
that's some weird games for Cleveland through the years.
Yeah.
Had the bottle game up there.
We did have the bottle game.
We had the game here that it was a catch. It wasn't a catch.
We had the flag throw that hit Zeus in the eyeball.
Yeah.
That wasn't the same bottle game, was it?
It may have been. It was close.
Didn't we have a Hail Mary down here to lose?
Yeah, and it wasn't really a catch. Like, this was before the really, really good replay.
Quincy Morgan?
That's
Does
right.
That name ring a
From
bell?
Couch, early 2000s. My man, 2-5.
It was a must-win, too.
Yeah. It was more middle of the year, but it was definitely kind of a must-win feel. I don't think it was the end of the season. I could be wrong, but I feel like it was more that kind of completely. That's like the 2000 season, right? And the Jags have had all this run of success, and I think that was the game that made you realize, like, this is over. So I don't know.
December 8th.
Yeah, so you got about, what, 3? Or maybe it is only 2 or 3 games left.
The Browns are alive in the playoff race after sweating out an official's review with no time left against Jacksonville.
It was a bad call.
Quincy Morgan caught a 50-yard desperation throw from Couch. Upheld it, Browns 21-20. Morgan fought off tight coverage from 2-5 on the final play. As the two fell to the ground, Morgan cradled the ball with his right hand. Side judge Bill Spikesma signaled touchdown. Damn you, Bill. Hey, Bill. The ball looked as if it might have touched the ground as Morgan hit the turf. Ron Winter said no indisputable evidence to overturn the play. Phil Dawson kicked the extra point. The Browns got to 7-6 in the AFC Norte. Unlike last year in Cleveland, Jacksonville fans did not throw bottles or debris onto the field.
Yeah, so 99 was the bottle throw, so that would have...
This is what happened. With the loss, the Jaguars fell to 5-8 and guaranteed of not having a winning record for the third straight year.
See, they were already bad, though. They were 5-7. So, that was kind of... But they still had... It was, middle, late year. But the big thing about that is that almost, turned it. Because we were a great team,
that
99.
was TC's last year.
Right, through 2000.
02.
I thought that was 2000. Okay, 02.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, that's a little bit different timeline.
Third straight losing year. This was that play may have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It kind of was like the tipping point, probably.
May have cost them. So, yep. But we have had some interesting games with them. Belichick was here. We beat them for 2. Didn't we beat them twice in 95?
We beat them the first 6 times we played them. Twice in 95, twice in 99.
We had lost a whole bunch of games end of the year here. Brunel scooted about 40.
I forgot that we resumed division rivals with them. I forgot that.
Yeah.
We were division rivals in 95.
Yeah.
They moved to Baltimore. The Ravens were our division rival.
Yeah.
And I just assumed that was it. But when the Browns came back in the league, they were, again, division rivals with the Jags. I don't know who else moved. Or do we have 6 teams maybe for a bit? Probably did.
I think we opened their new stadium in, would have been 99?
Yeah, that may have been the
I think we played
eyeball.
No. I was at that one.
Oh, you were at the eyeball game?
No, I was at I think in 1999.
Yeah, that's when they came back into the league.
Yeah, I think Cleveland opened its brand new stadium against the Jaguars.
Yeah. Man, why was you sure that's not the Orlando Brown game?
No,
because Orlando...
That was in the wintertime. This was around my daughter's birthday.
Watch 2 fading memories battle.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, December 19th, 1999. So that's not the game that opened the
no.
But they didn't open the stadium because 99 was their first year back and they played them in December. That's part of the...
You're saying we played in Cleveland. Maybe it was 98.
Yeah.
What year was it?
Which one?
That they opened the stadium.
I thought it was 90. I thought they would have returned. The Jags resumed their rivalry with Cleveland in 99. So I assume they returned in 99.
Maybe that was in the old stadium.
Which one?
The 99 game in December. And they opened it in 2000.
Possible.
How about that?
Possible.
I'm not going to back down because I know I'm right on this one. As far as what I'm telling you, you're right about the fact that it was in 99. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
We'll move on.
Yeah, none of this. No points for any of
Nobody
this.
cares. They don't care. But they do care about our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day.
The stadium debuted in 99. So no, the Jags did not open their stadium.
I'll have to do some work.
I just told you, both can't be true. Orlando Brown can't get hit in December and the Jags open their stadium. It's the same year. There we go. It's a split. It's a half. Let's go. We Doring next, no?
Yeah, hold on. I got to read the Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day.
How bad do you hate Billy Napier, Gator Nation?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Florida Gators, Jags, and the PGA Tour. What would you do with the UF quarterback situation Saturday versus Texas A&M? DJ all the way, Mertz and experience, play both, or the opposite of Napier?
Too many of you out there think like-minded with a head coach. Congratulations. That's where you're at.
We have
whatever. There's too many. Too many say any option other than A. A is the only option, and I will accept no challenges. You either want DJ Lagway to play or you don't understand football and fun.
Oh, dear. It's DJ all the way, 62%.
Not enough. Not high enough number.
Mertz and experience, 8.1%.
Yeah.
15.9 say play both.
Sure.
13.9 say the opposite of Napier.
Playing both quarterbacks always works well.
Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. The bottom line is this: Dreamfinders Homes is going to help you navigate your first home purchase. Just go to dreamfindershomes.com. And by the way, tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. We're back with Chris Doring next right here on The Drill.
On 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's all about picking winners.
Yes, it is.
Make the best picks and win a pizza party from Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park.
Who wants pepperoni?
The 1010 Weekly Pick'em Contest is brought to you by MyBookie. You pick 'em at 1010XL.com.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
At Garber Auto Mall, we can wiggle it. Best price, we can wiggle it. Best trade value, we can wiggle it. Best payment, we can wiggle it. Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. With 8 American brands, we can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or online at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Hicken here for ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money gang. You have to find someone you trust when you hand over your precious money, right? I don't understand 401ks, SEP IRAs, the differences. But as I move closer to retirement, I continue to watch my money grow. That's because of the ITP Partners. That's Scott Regner and Janice Cobb. That's Reagan Wright and Dan Abel. That's Reed Wingate, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan. 3 generations of Hickens. Invest with our friends at ITP Partners. And they give us individualized strategies where our goals are their priority. Get in the game, guys. It's a great time to get started if you're not investing now. ITP Partners are always there to help. Easy to get a hold of Chris at ITPPartners.com. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751. 312-9751. They're ITP Partners and they're my financial partners for life. Googie Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the 4th annual Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, October 4th through 6th at Timuquana Country Club. Get your tickets now, starting at just $25 for grounds passes. And if you're a country music fan, grab your tickets to see Brothers Osborne at Daly's Place Tuesday, October 1st for the Furyk Foundation concert sponsored by Ring Power. Learn everything you need to know at ConstellationFurykandFriends.com.
Former Jaguars corner and first-year head football coach at Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows, K-12, Aaron Beasley here. Are you looking for an A-rated K-12 school prioritizing academics, arts, and athletics? Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows offers a rigorous curriculum to develop strong minds with an additional focus on growing good hearts. DCSB has been an A school for 8 years, and our tuition is free. Now enrolling. Apply at baymeadowscharter.org.
Tony Baselli gets up early Monday morning to share a big football breakfast with you.
Some French toast and sausage patties.
Hall of Fame Monday, 7:20 with Dan and Jeff on the drill. Brought to you by Heritage Roofing of North Florida on 1010XL.
Underdog Fantasy can make your football season even more fun. Over 1 million fans got in the game with Underdog last year. You can compete against others in their player v player fantasy games to see if you can beat out the back and become top dog. I know I enjoy playing. It's pretty simple for my simpleness. There's the statistical projection. Are we going higher or lower? Boom. That just happened. Underdog, super fun to play. It's also easy to get started. Go to the mobile app or to UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with promo code PROSSER, and Underdog will give you a special to use on your first contest and a deposit offer as well. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code PROSSER. Claim your new customer offer of a mystery special plus first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Now, you got to be 18 or older and live in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates, and that's right here in Florida. So terms will apply. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.com.
They know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
If you suffer from constant burning, tingling, or numbness in your hands or feet, it could be a serious condition called neuropathy. I'm Dr. Nathan Riddle, DC with Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra. Neuropathy is treatable, and we have seen great results by using state-of-the-art, non-invasive therapies to target damaged nerves, reduce symptoms, and improve nerve function. Call 904-395-5598 to schedule your free consultation today and learn how you can live pain-free. Call 904-395-5598.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool.
Feeling the heat, Jacksonville? Cool down with Bold City Heating and Air. From repairs to energy-efficient installs, we do it all. Your system worked hard all summer long to keep you cool. Give it a spa day. Schedule a system tune-up. Call Bold City Heating and Air today and experience the bold difference.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Bold City AC.
Visit boldcityac.com.
Arrested? Got traffic tickets? DUI? License problems? Gun charges? Drug charges? If you've been charged with any crime, call me, criminal defense attorney Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it.
He played wide receiver and wore number 28 for the head ball coach with over 2,000 yards and 31 touchdowns for the Gators. His teammates called him Captain Doe. He's now an analyst for SEC Network. And here on The Drill, Chris Dorr.
Brought to you by Farrah & Farrah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yes, sir. Let's talk to Chris Doring right now and visit with him and get his thoughts as we head into another big game against Texas A&M. Chris, there's only one question that Gator Nation is kicking around. Oh, there's a lot. But there's only one question.
Well, and that's what we do. We ask those questions, and it's always good and fun and informative to get the opinion of somebody who's been in those huddles, those meeting rooms, been in these situations. I think there's this lingering impression with Steve Spurrier that he just rolled the ball out there, and Shane Matthews went 4, then Werfel went 4, then Grossman went 4, and Steve Spurrier changed quarterbacks like he changed golf balls. So. Doring has been around that kind of situation, not exactly the same here. So let's bring him in, get his perspective on. Look, Chris. I'm on the record here. We can kick it around. I'm subject to all the views and angles. This is like the last straw for me. I got a difference-making superstar, but I'm not going to play him.
He's going to play.
I'm not going to. No, I can't. I just can't do it, Chris. I know the rationale. I know the argument points you or anyone else can give me. I can't do it. I got a freaking superstar. This would be like Jimbo Fisher after the Pitt game going, well, Jameis was good, but we're going to duel it up this weekend. We're going to get both guys a shot, whoever it was. I can't.
I can tell you, I know how it looks, and I know how it feels, and I know the situation that Florida fans are in, but I can also tell you that I was at practice a lot in the preseason. Not that means anything, because I told you guys we were going to be good, and we're not, but I was at practice a lot. And, saw the difference between where Graham is and where DJ is. And I knew this was a no-win situation for Billy Napier.
Right.
He had to play DJ Lagway last week against Samford. Graham Mertz is considerably ahead of where DJ Lagway is. And I'm not talking about playing Graham Mertz ahead of DJ because Graham deserves to play or because, it's best for the team. I'm worried about what it would do developmentally potentially for DJ, to go out there and play behind an offensive line that's not very good against the Texas A&M front that's really good and what the SEC season as a whole could do to him, the pressure of thinking he's the savior and putting him in there and having him try to save your season. Now, nobody needs to win more than Billy Napier does, and so you have to believe that he's going to put the guy out there that gives him the best chance to win and retain his job. But I just, from a standpoint of watching, you guys remember what happened to David Carr behind that offensive line at Texas or Houston when he was there with the Texans, and I just worry about what that could do to DJ. And I think DJ has maybe the most level-headed perspective for a 18-year-old kid. His parents are way different than most superstars that are coming in and kind of understand what the progression should be. And you mentioned my time at Florida with Terry Dean and Danny Werfel. The difference was Danny Werfel was a redshirt freshman, had been in the offense for over a year, and it's just not apples to apples in a way. Now, I know what you're saying with Jameis and that comparison, but I worry for DJ. I think he's earned the chance to play more, and I think he gives Florida an opportunity to win. But to ask him to step in there behind center and win you every game as the starter in the SEC, I don't know if that's the best prescription for winning or for him.
What I watched Saturday night was a kid who made throws that we haven't seen in those parts. We have Kyle Trask, and then you'd have to go way back 15 years ago to get and that provides hope for Florida fans. But when you talk, so are you saying that Graham Mertz gives Florida a better chance to beat Texas A&M than DJ Lagway? I think there's strengths and weaknesses on both, but nobody throws a deep ball like that kid that I've seen in the orange and blue in quite some time.
Yeah, you're also talking about guys that, he made a nice throw on the touchdown down the right sideline into the northeast end zone for sure. That was tight coverage, but a lot of those were uncontested throws too. Yeah. It's easier when you're not having an SEC defensive back run step for step with your guy. So I go back to seeing what I've seen in practice from Graham throwing the deep ball. That was the emphasis on the offseason, was trying to push the ball down the field a little bit more as an offense. Didn't have much time to do that against Miami. And let's be honest, Graham Mertz did not play very well against the Hurricanes. Right. So that's kind of a lasting memory in a lot of people's minds.
Probably his worst game as a Gator, I would think.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. But you guys probably watched Kentucky and South Carolina on Saturday. I don't know what to think of Brock Vandagriff because he was awful and completed 3 passes and 1 to the other team. But, I don't know how you can look when you're under pressure as much as what he was or what, Graham was last week or 2 weeks ago, too. So I do think that the DJ will get an opportunity in there against Texas A&M some. But I think Graham does give you the best chance to win and win now.
This is what I run into. As a journalist, somebody who covers it, who grew up with it, who follows it, who roots for it. Mm-hmm. We're losing the forest for the trees here, man. These are great conversations. If you are a power, if you are getting your program ready for big and great things, I want to win a freaking game, Chris.
Yeah.
And I think that if I had 2 equal teams except for the quarterback, and we played this Saturday at noon, and DJ quarterbacked one and Mertz quarterbacked the other, it's going to be 38-20. That's what I think. And I understand everything you're saying. I do. And I understand the Werfel's a redshirt freshman. Well, Werfel also didn't get to throw it 2,000 times in high school. He hadn't been playing 7-on-7 football since he was 3. I can't watch Graham. I just feel like I'm screaming into the wind here. I hear everything you're saying from an educated football perspective. I do. The cynic in me thinks we start to drift into cliche. We have a difference maker, a powder keg. I got a fireworks display at the end of a football game, and I'm going to run the sparkler out there Saturday.
The score was 14-0 at halftime. It's not like the offense was rolling.
No, I hear you.
You talked about playing a lot of snaps against high school players that DJ had against Texas. That's what they were playing on Saturday. Glorified high school players at Stanford. All right?
I hear you.
If Graham Mertz plays in that game, I guarantee you it's 56-0 or something similar like that too. So I do believe that he's a difference maker. That's why he was the Gatorade Player of the Year. I mean, the guy's a great player. But look at what happened at Tennessee with Nico Iamaleava. There were times, I'm sure, last year that Josh Heupel wanted to roll Nico out there and pull Joe Milton, and he was patient and let him kind of develop. And again, I know you want to win a football game. I want to win a football game. And Billy Napier, more than anyone, wants to win a football game. But you also have to think about, all right, what can the quarterback, as the leader of the offense, what can I put on the shoulders of DJ Lagway in terms of the play, the game plan we're going into the game with, the checks I expect him to be able to make, the reads that I want him to make. Mike Elko will scheme your ass up and will scheme a freshman's ass up even more. So I think that's the other thing. Like, you could go into Sanford with a very basic game plan, run the things you've been running all offseason, but you're talking about doing things against the defensive mind that's one of the best in the college game. It's a totally different circumstance.
All right, Chris Doring. So Graham Mertz starts. He goes out there, struggles a little bit in the first couple series. You and I both know what happens in the swamp, right?
Think about it. Hey, remember when Chris Leak was playing well?
Sure.
Tebow.
Yeah.
You can imagine if Graham struggles, what they're going to want. It's a no-win situation for Napier. It's a no-win situation for Graham.
It's just hard to compare, right? I mean, it's hard. Like you mentioned Tennessee. The difference is Tennessee's going to a New Year's Bowl. They can afford to. They're not going to win 4 games and get fired, Josh Heupel. If that's what ends up happening with Florida. But anyway.
Chris, would you be better? So you wouldn't be better just going, look, Lagway, we're not great. We need to grow. This kid needs reps. Are you, if you took that tack, no, you still wouldn't go that way.
I don't know that he has the ability. I don't know that Napier has the time to do that, right? I mean,
well, he doesn't. But if DJ Lagway goes out there and plays well, and you see, a couple of those things that you saw Saturday night, and listen, it's a different world now in college football. If DJ's backing his guy, that may change thought process in Gainesville, because most of us think right now Billy Napier's really tenuous situation. So I don't know. It is. I think you said it best when it's how do you win?
Regardless of each one, Chris, give us your take on the offense. Now, it's hard because of Sanford and all the things that you just said to take a completely accurate read, but how is the offense capable?
I thought he was in control of the offense.
Yeah.
I thought he looked like he was in command. One of the most important things that a quarterback can do is build confidence in the other 10 guys in the huddle and elevate their play. I certainly saw that. I'm with you. I see all of the things you guys are talking about. He definitely brings some energy and excitement to the stadium as well. I thought the offense looked good at times. I mean, again, it was 14-0 at halftime, so it wasn't like they were going up and down the field against Stanford's defense. But I thought, it was good to see Trey Wilson have as big of an impact as he did. I would have liked to have seen more of him against Miami. You got to find ways to get your guys the ball. Elijah Badger had a nice night as well. So we saw some pieces, I think, that can be built upon. And, it's a much different feeling that I have after watching Notre Dame get beat by NIU. Maybe A&M's not as good as what we were giving them credit for after, going toe-to-toe with Notre Dame the same way in week one. But I will say this. I know it's going to be a physical game, and I have big-time concerns about the offensive line and what they're going to be able to do to hold up regardless. So to me, it feels a lot like facing Miami's defense for me, and it scares me in that way.
I think that's a good point. And there was some discussion this week about, they're rotating a lot of offensive linemen, as Billy Napier said, trying to find the right combinations. And
Please stop with all
you.
the rotation. Like, why are they? It's like watching hockey with shift changes with all guys coming in and out during the games. Like, why are we playing so many guys at every position?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that. I mean, my point would be, isn't that what August is for? And then you pick your best guys, and then you go with your best guys. It doesn't make as much sense to me. I do think the talent level on the offensive line is not comparable to SEC championship programs all across the whole line. They don't, we talked, I don't know if we talked with you, but they haven't gotten a 5-star offensive lineman in 9 years. They've failed that position in terms of recruiting and transfer portaling. So they've got to make do with what they have, but I can't imagine how they don't know their best 5.
But what's interesting, though, and you guys probably have seen this now through 2 weeks, there is an epidemic of bad offensive line play, even for groups that I thought were going to be good. Man, watching Kentucky's offensive line on Saturday was terrible. Shoot, even South Carolina's offensive line gave up 13 tackles for losses. Look at Alabama. Alabama couldn't run the ball a lick against USF. It was through 3 quarters, they were averaging 1.6 yards per carry. Jalen Milroe had 12 carries for 2 yards at the end of the night. Like, there are a lot of bad. I think you could name the good offensive lines on less than one hand. Probably even LSU struggled, and they're supposed to be one of the best in the country with Will Campbell and Emory Jones at tackles. So I don't know what the answer is. I think it's an interesting discussion because the defensive line. That's where if you're a big, strong, athletic guy, you're going to play on the defensive line. You're not going to play on the offensive line. So the gap in athleticism is considerable. Not to mention, I don't know that there's a lot of great offensive line coaches around. That's why those guys get paid, the salaries that they do, because those are few and far between. And at the end of the day, to find 5 guys that are good players that there's not, a liability or two on, I think it's really difficult. I feel good about some of Florida's offensive line, but the pieces, as you mentioned, are not. They're not comparable to what some of the best in the country have when they put all their best 5 out there.
If Florida were to, one more thing, Chris Doring, our guest, by the way, if Florida somehow pulls the upset, and this would be an upset as they go in as an underdog at home, which is kind of a bummer. Does that put off the inevitable, or can that turn things around a little bit?
I mean, my hope would be that it could turn things around a little bit. It's funny because I think we were all ready to cash in our chips after the Miami game, and there were still 11 back, but that was projecting based upon what we had seen. And again, maybe Miami's a really good team. Maybe at the end of the year we look back and that loss doesn't look as embarrassing as it did on Labor Day weekend. But I think at the same time, I see issues that I expect to raise their head
again.
The
physicality. We're in the wrong conference to get pushed around a little bit.
Physicality is one, but like disorganization, and that's kind of been the MO for the team the last couple of years. Still had those stupid penalties. Still had timeouts out of dead ball change of possession situations. Still have miscommunications in the secondary. That's what I want to see cleaned up. Are guys on the same page defensively? When a team motions or shifts, is everybody getting to the right checks? Like those are things that I need to see this week against Texas A&M to feel better about where the team's direction is heading.
Oof. We appreciate you letting us scream and vent.
Thank you, Chris.
Hey, I'm with you, man.
Thank you for screaming and venting as well.
All right, my brother. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, bud.
Yeah.
That's Chris Doring. We do him each and every.
Yeah, I only like being argumentative with you. But this notion that the Florida offense didn't do anything in the first half is totally ridiculous. They had 4 long drives. One, Jordan Ball fumbled. The other, they got stuffed on 4th and goal. Trayon got stuffed. They had 300 first half yards.
Yeah.
3 70-yard drives. So, no, the offense hummed all night long. So, that's one. And then the same things that we just talked about. The decisions, the scramble, all that. So, yeah, let's take a guy who's designed all that and let him make the quarterback decision. So, suddenly, he can't do the little things, but this one he'll be right on.
Well, that there's no question. I agree with Chris about one thing.
He needs to run for his life. Their line's no good. Play the more athletic guy.
Can't win situation.
It seems like a total easy layup win for me. I guess that's the difference.
Well, I think what Chris is suggesting is
they're
that
not going to win more games with Mertz, and I didn't want to tell him that.
If you throw Lagway out there,
good.
It could get really bad.
Nah, it can't. It's not going to get any worse than Mertz, Dan. You know that. You don't believe that.
Yeah.
It's not going to get worse. It's not. They're not going to win more games with Mertz than Lagway. They may not win many with Lagway. Not saying that. They're not winning more with Mertz. Baloney.
We got to go to break. We'll come back, keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
Hey, Hicken here, talking about my friends at golfteerepair.com. Now listen, that's the name. That's the name of the business, Golf Tee Repair. They don't fix golf tees. They are having fun around the beautiful game of golf. It's a Jacksonville company that makes affordable golf wear for guys and ladies who love to play. So I want you to go check them out. You know, I want you to go to their Instagram page. I want you to go to golfteerepair.com. I want you to look at the polos and the hats and the hoodies and the T-shirts. You got to see it to believe it. It's great clothing. It's golfteerepair.com. It's all natural materials, comfortable, breathable clothing. It's golfteerepair.com. It's perfect to wear in the summer, in September when you're going to football games because you're comfortable in the heat with golfteerepair.com. So check out all their fashion wear. The ladies will love it. They've got Jacksonville Duval stuff. They've got Florida. They've got Florida State. They got Georgia. They got it all. Check it out at golfteerepair.com.
You're ready to upgrade your home and save big? Now's the perfect time with Renewal by Anderson. For a limited time, it's buy one, get one 40% off on all windows and doors. That's right, buy one, get one 40% off plus flexible financing options to fit your budget. Our custom-built energy-efficient windows and doors are made with Vibrex, 2 times stronger than vinyl, giving you the durability you need and the savings you want. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to book your free consultation today. Don't wait, this offer won't last. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613. Proud partner of the Florida Gators.
Hey guys, this is David Garrard, and I want to tell you about Clearwater Irrigation. They put my new sprinkler system in my new home at Jack's Beach, and I couldn't be happier. Oh, hey, John.
What's up, Dave? You know what this means. You're going to have to sing.
Man, I can't sing.
Then you'll fit right in, buddy. Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers. Hit it, Dave.
And drainage, too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, we have all seen Forevermark diamond ads on television. Tell us about them.
Frank, Forevermark diamonds are a group of diamonds that have been separated from diamond productions in South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, and Canada because they're beautiful, rare, and responsibly sourced. Also because the sale of these diamonds benefits the communities they come from they're selected to carry the Forevermark icon. At Underwoods, we've sold South African and Namibian diamonds before, but Forevermark's different because these diamonds are traced and individually cared for from the mine all the way to her finger. And less than 1% of all diamonds qualify to be Forevermark. These diamonds also only sell through an authorized network of diamond cutters and retail stores that are carefully selected just like the diamonds. Underwoods is proud to be a part of that network, and we were one of the first 5 in the United States to join.
Underwoods, where customers are served with quality and respect. In San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Stay in touch with the stars of Coral Gables.
From South Beach to Jax Beach. Stay on A1A for the latest from Miami on the Hurricane Report.
Brought to you by Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
On 1010XL.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and winning season is back. Football is back, and my bookie is here, baby, to make sure you're ready to cash in on all the action. This season, my bookie is pulling out all the stops with incredible promotions like weekly risk-free boost on Thursdays, where you can bet without a sweat. If your bet hits, you win big. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie will refund you your wages, but that's just the beginning. My bookie is giving away hundreds of thousands in prizes with their Super Survivor and their Square contest. Get your entries in now for your shot to win huge cash rewards. For a limited time, they're bringing back the double deposit bonus. When you're ready to get started, use my promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus that doubles your money. Double your cash, my boy, with that promo code 1010XL before you place every bet. And now loyalty pays off. With my bookie, the more you play, the more you win. It's simple. My bookie is the lock of the century. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season. Come on, somebody.
Now, the Hurricane Report. Brought to you by Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
The Canes rolled another in-state foe after taking down FAMU 56-9 on Saturday. Cam Ward once again put on a show, racking up 304 yards and 3 touchdowns through the air and adding a rushing touchdown. Ball State is next for the Canes. The Miami Hurricane Report, brought to you by Performance Painting.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Need help fixing a plumbing issue? Let our winning team go to work for you. 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jaguars lost to Miami, and one head coach Doug Peterson will put on the defense.
I mean, I thought they did a nice job today. You know, you take away 2 of their explosives and 1 fumble on offense, it's a different ball game.
Jag head coach doesn't place the loss on the shoulders of his quarterback as well.
I thought Trevor played a good game. We'll look at it. I thought he did some good things in the first half. I mean, you saw the field. In the second half, our lack of execution offensively, it wasn't just one person.
Jag QB Trevor Lawrence tried to keep running back Travis Etienne's head in the game after the fumble.
I've been in that same position, and that's what I told Travis. I've done it before too, so no one's pointing the fingers. We still had plenty of time in the game.
And that's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Advanced Business Solutions, your local authorized Xerox dealer. On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. All right, sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. That's the end of the drill. Our producer, E, calls it Razzle Dazzle. E, what will you dazzle them with today, sir?
Oh, you see this swag I got right here in my hand?
Yes, I do.
This Jaguars throwback hat.
Oh.
Nice. Ooh, brand. Ooh, it's teal.
You got a hat?
It got Duval on the side, and it got that new emblem. That's what I'm giving away today. But at the end of the 10-minute drill.
All right, so yesterday, the Miami Police Department released the body cam of what happened with the Tyreek Hill incident. It was not flattering for the Miami Police Department. It was not handled well at all by those guys.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill was not treated well at all, and neither was Calais Campbell or anyone else who went over there to help the situation. And you got to have somebody who's able to de-escalate these things as they got amped up. And I don't know.
That seems to be the overwhelming opinion. So
yeah.
I just think that it could have been. And it's not this, and it's just in general in life. We've just reached this either or like tipping point in society, and we're not looking at that. Could have been handled better on both sides, and none of this would have ever happened.
No question.
Like for instance, if you or me or the man on the moon gets pulled over we roll down our window when the police comes up for sure.
Yeah.
And if we don't, if they tap on the window, we certainly understand what they're doing, and then we roll down the window.
Yes.
We don't snap back and roll up and down. And here's the reason, Dan. And I'm not talking about like being personally offended by words.
Yeah.
We live in dangerous times, man.
Yeah.
And if I'm a police officer and I've got someone pulled over, I can't have him in his car behind tinted windows doing I don't know what.
Understood, but we also
over?
Yeah, because they knew it was Tyreek Hill.
Already did at that point.
100%.
Yeah.
They knew it was. I heard him say.
I'm in no way. Listen. At some point, this thing could have been avoided.
Yes.
We just.
Yes. And
oops,
for
sorry.
Me,
that's what I do. Oops, sorry, I'm speeding. Yeah,
I think most and we all love the blue, man. I think the police officers would tell you that was not handled well.
I agree, and I do agree.
I hear you.
Don't get it twisted. Yeah.
I hear you. And it. I agree with what you're saying to a point that, of course, everyone should. Hey, man, if we've all taught our kids, if the police pull you over, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, you do what they say. That's what they do. Their job is to protect and serve. I don't feel like Tyreek Hill felt protected or served at all.
I feel like
I don't
maybe
think Calais Campbell felt protected when they put handcuffs on him.
For sure.
He's, like I said, I've been going to down to the Jaguars Stadium for 30 years. He'd be about the number one most nicest guy I've ever met.
Sure, and we'll say the same thing we did yesterday. There's no cause or call for a dude to end up on his belly for a traffic infraction. Figure it out, then find the heck out of him. You've got it all in here. Look, he didn't follow any of my commands. I gave him a ticket, and whatever it is, there's a better way.
And again, you're right, but he's standing there. This guy comes and jumps on his back to shove him down to the ground.
Well, no.
Why did he have to go down on the ground?
Well, they had to pull him out of the car.
Right, so now he's standing there.
They took him down. I thought they took him to the ground twice.
Yes.
They pulled him out of the car to the ground.
No.
They stood him up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They stood him up, and then they put him on the ground again.
Yes.
Okay, that part I was not aware of that.
And you
Which
could,
is
you
different.
Could see
that makes a difference.
You could see
so
the
snap.
officer.
Yeah, eventually he had a temper snap.
Get triggered.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Right? It didn't merit that much aggression.
Back to our conversation. I thought the extent of it was pulling him out of the car, putting him on the ground, and then that was it. I didn't realize they stood him up and then took him down again.
Well, here's what happened.
I didn't realize that.
Here's what happened. So the other officer.
And to be clear, too, now, Tyreek could have made the situation easier.
Yes.
He's not a saint.
100%.
However, like that didn't merit that much aggression.
Sure.
Like y'all carry guns
100%.
around.
Right. Yeah.
So you mean to tell me because he's being like a little punk, you're gonna take that type of action towards him? Like, no, that ain't called for.
No, you don't
100%.
You don't, first off, it wasn't like, listen, I mean, they snatched him out of the car. That was bad enough.
Yeah.
But then the one then along those lines, so after they put him on the ground, I don't know if he stood back up or they stood him back up. There was a guy next to him, and he says, sit back down. And he goes, what? And he goes, they're in this exchange, and then another officer from behind comes and jumps on his back, and he's like, whoa, man, I just had knee surgery. And he's like, so I also thought it was interesting, though, that his first reaction for Tyreek was, and I guess he was on the phone. He's like, call Drew. Who's Drew Rosenhaus, who's his agent.
Well, they also say the head of security in Miami, his name is Drew as well. So it could have been
that Drew.
That's
probably who it was.
Yeah, it was definitely
right
Drew.
outside the state.
Yeah. But Drew Rosenhaus showed up quick, so.
Of course he did. There's a camera. Well, listen, at the end of the day, no, not too much harm, not too much foul. He made it to the game. He had a big game. The officers are going to be disciplined. They're going to handle it. And it is certainly strongly worded from Miami.
Yes. It was over the top for me. I mean, and most anyone watching that.
For sure.
Again.
Because punishment's got to fit the circumstance.
Yeah.
You can't be, again, this isn't you or me.
Right.
Like I could get if my teenage son's got the window rolled up and I say, hey, roll down the window, and he doesn't, and then he doesn't, and I pull him out. It's my son.
Right.
It's not. That's not the same authority position as like teachers or police or otherwise. So sometimes even if a guy's being obstinate / belligerent or close to it, that you got to
Right.
You know. Okay, and you just calmly
and for this particular cop or whichever police officers were involved, fair question. I thought that Tyreek Hill said is, "What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill?" Right. So I don't know. I just way too far.
Yeah, any action or decision that's made based off of emotion is the wrong decision or action, and the cops got emotional, and that's why he did what he did.
For sure.
Yeah.
He got frustrated.
Yeah.
His temper snapped because, I don't have time for this. Can you just do what you're told, please?
Right. He's like, give me my ticket, let me go.
I don't have time for this, man. Why do you keep rolling up your window? I need you to keep your window down.
Right.
All right, if you're not going to roll up your window, I'm going to have to pull you out.
Yeah.
And they knew who he was because,
they did know who he
quickly,
was.
That's Tyreek Hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if Tyreek is being a punk, you know he has a game and he won't get out of the car. I'm like, all right, fine. Stay right there until come out.
Yeah.
Like, you're
That's
gonna come
fair.
out.
Right.
That's fair. There are other ways to get
There's
your
other
point
ways
across
to
to
do it.
punish somebody without doing that. All right, you can sit there all you want. You can't leave till you get out of the car.
Yeah, you can't leave till you get out of the car.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Is it too late for you to go to the police academy?
Nah, I ain't because you got to run.
You can't run.
Because you got to run, and I ain't doing that no more.
No, that's an excellent point. So somebody needs to be forward thinking of. All right, suit yourself, kid.
Yeah.
Hey, bring me the boot over here. Throw that boot on the back wheel. All right, well, you can walk off, okay? You're evading. We'll talk about it later. Have a good game, 10. Yeah, you're right. That's how you handle it. Perfect.
One other thing about the Jags.
Damn it, why couldn't you come and raise my teenagers for me?
One other thing about the Jags, we've lost Tyson Campbell for a while. He's down.
It's what else is new, feels like, right?
Hammy.
Yeah, and that Doc Murphy will be in here Thursday. And
we know about them hammies around
yeah,
here.
listen, I'll see you in November, but be 100% when you get back. I mean, that's all. I don't know what else to say, right? You can't It's just such a year long, and I guess the thing is, it's hard because I think they feel like they're okay, and then they open it up, and then they're not okay, right? Like you feel like I think I'm good now. Let me sprint. Then you sprint, and you're out again. And then you're out again for a longer period.
Again, this makes listen, we question contracts for a lot of reasons. Tyson Campbell's been a soft injury waiting to a soft tissue injury waiting to happen, it feels like, for the last couple of years. I don't want to speak out of turn. I know last year he
missed
may
games
as well
last
not have
year.
played.
Yeah, he missed games last year.
And I think he's had hamstring even the other years. It may not have cost him a bunch of time, but that's a problem.
Yeah, it's
not
good.
the best, position. Welcome to the listen. Prince better be able to play, right? Jones better be able to play some Savage, some Brown.
And in fairness, his rookie year, 15 games. His second year, 17 games. Last year, 11 games. So he's been pretty good as far as playing. It was last year that stood out. So hopefully it's not long. But again, you just got to be careful with those hamstrings. You got to be careful with those hamstrings. There are other injuries happen. And by the way, guess who's coming to town this week? Kadarius Toney signing with the Cleveland Browns. I don't even know if he'll be on the roster, by the way.
You going to eavesdrop on his conversation again?
Oh, I'm not. That one shook me up. I can't be. I can't know. He's talking about it was
I wish I could have heard that.
I wish you were with me.
I would have translated it for you.
You would have helped me out a little bit. It was a Florida-Georgia game. It was after the fact. And who did I say? Was it Kodak Black?
Kodak, yeah.
Kodak was there. And Kodak and Kadarius got into a conversation, and I was uncomfortable.
What does that mean? I was uncomfortable.
I mean, I couldn't be around that one.
Oh, wow.
He just loves it. But I had to kind of ease
I can imagine what they were saying.
It was a lot of stuff that I can't repeat. The core prohibits.
That was known as the good old days when Kadarius Toney put one on Georgia there last year.
Kadarius Toney was a really good.
I think it's still the last time Georgia lost a regular season game for Pete's sake.
2020.
That's so stupid.
2020.
That's 10-minute drill.
Okay. 641-1010. Tell them what they're going to win right now, and it's cool.
Oh, yeah. Look,
it's hip.
If you're watching us on YouTube or whatever you're streaming us on, you'll see this cool throwback Jaguars hat that I got for you. You got Duval here on the slide. Just hit me up, 904-641-1010, and it could be yours. What they got to do, Dan?
They got to come courteous, and come correct.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He's got quite a history in downtown Duval.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
Jeff Lockeman checks the tape for you. Tuesdays during football season on Jaguars Today. Brought to you by Napa Auto Care.
10 to noon on 1010XL.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, I'm so happy to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, man, I'm telling you that's how they will treat you when you visit that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. You know what I mean? I got my boy Blue, and I couldn't be any happier driving around my blue Silverado. But if you need a car, you need a SUV, you need electric, a Prius, you need a truck like me. George Moore Chevrolet's got it all. Can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard? Don't worry. MooreChevy.com, easy to navigate. And by the way, when I tell you these things about how good George Moore Chevrolet is and how well you'll be treated, go look at the best stuff winners from 2024. They won them all. They swept it. The Triple Crown. Best service. Best new, best used. They won them all. That's how good George Moore Chevrolet is. They're George Moore Chevrolet, and together, let's drive.
September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, so here's a reminder to get screened. Ackerman Cancer Center offers on-site imaging, including total body MRI. Early detection is the key. Visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
This is David Lane. After suffering through several painful injuries to my shoulder, back, and knees, I've taken my issues to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and without fail, they've been a tremendous help towards solving my problems. If you have any orthopedic situations, don't procrastinate. Take action today. Give those aches and pains to the pros at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. You'll be glad you did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
After a storm passes, the assessment of the aftermath begins. Sometimes damage to the roof is obvious, like leaks or missing shingles, broken or damaged gutters, or tree debris. But storm damage is not always as clearly present. Universal Roof and Contracting is here to help and will come assess your roof for any hidden damage. Call Universal Roof to schedule your free roof inspection at 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Davey Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast. fast.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hello, I'm Malcolm Anthony. I've been practicing criminal defense law for over 40 years. It's what I love to do, what I do well. Stay out of trouble, but if you don't, call me, Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW for Malcolm Anthony.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. Florida's win over Sanford offered the debut of freshman quarterback DJ Lagway, whose play, according to his head coach Billy Napier, was...
Yeah, very impressive. He had time, too. I thought he was pretty clean. I think he had a mental error in the first drive, and then outside of that, overall, he managed it well.
The freshman QB credits the injured quarterback Graham Mertz for making his transition to the college game easier.
Man, Graham is the best thing that could ever happen to me. Him being here, just learning from a veteran player as himself. It's just been amazing to learn and just see.
The third week of high school football in our area saw the Big Dogs flex. Mandarin beat Sandalwood, Rains rolled over Trinity Christian, and Bishop Kinney knocked out Tokoi Creek. There were a number of cancellations due to weather. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. At 8:04, it's 76 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Today's Power Poll is brought to you by Royal Pest Services, Jacksonville.
Yeah! Yeah, E!
Oh!
Yeah, it's time to get hectic.
Oh, well now.
Yeah, it's back. It's better than ever. It's the Power Poll. Last week, the Jacksonville Jaguars going in. It's getting kind of hectic. We're number 14. Jeff, where do you think they are this week?
They were 14 before?
Preseason 14.
Well, they lost to, I'd say probably about the same. I'd say 14.
All right. E?
Yeah, I was going to say that, but since Jeff said, I'll go 16.
All right, 14 and 16. Number 1. The defending world champions, they're not going anywhere. They're the Kansas City Chiefs. Best newcomer performance, Xavier Worthy. Number 2,
Niners.
Moved up a spot to San Francisco 49ers. Ironically, you know who plays for the Niners now? Leonard Floyd. You know what he did 1 year ago? He was the guy who tackled Aaron Rodgers when he snapped his Achilles.
Ouch.
Yeah. Number 3, up a spot as well, the Detroit Lions. After their tough battle.
I think Detroit's a little overstated.
Yeah. Best newcomer performance, Terrion Arnold, a first-round pick out of Alabama. Dropping 2 spots because they lost the Baltimore Ravens, but their best newcomer performance was running back Derrick Henry. I get the Eagles at 5, the Texans at 6.
Eagles too high at 5.
Big jumper here. Big jumper.
Wouldn't Dallas be ahead of the Eagles?
Big jumper. The Dallas Cowboys up to 7 from 11.
Yeah, they should be ahead of the Eagles, I think, based on week 1. Dallas, to me, was among the most impressive teams in the league. No, why do we suddenly forget that Cleveland was a good team, a playoff team, a really good defense? Dallas just dominated.
Fair enough. The Buffalo Bills won, but they fell a spot to number 8.
On the ropes at times, but, Josh Allen pulled it out.
Miami Dolphins won, but they fell a spot to number 9.
Well, I don't know if that would speak well for the prediction of 14.
The LA Rams lost and moved up 3 spots.
I'm okay with some of this in theory.
Oh, Dan. Go, Dan.
Best newcomer performance for the LA Rams, Jared Verse. Had a good game.
Okay. Didn't see him do much.
Oh, here's a big jumper. Pittsburgh Steelers go from 16 to 11, Jeffrey.
Well, everyone was high on Atlanta. I don't know why. Did you not see Kirk Cousins on Sunday? He was absolutely atrocious, and they might be having a Michael Penix conversation sooner than later.
And number 13, a huge jump. 8 spots. We got it wrong. The hey, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's fair. They absolutely throttled.
It's getting kind of...
Are you watching yourself dance on the monitor? Is that what just happened?
Yeah.
That's like dance karaoke.
All right, number 14, Jeff Prosser says that's where you'll find your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yes, that's right. I'm an expert.
He's an expert in prognostications.
Thank you. 4-1 in the 5-pack.
Number 14, they were losers week 1, but they are the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I see Cincinnati's loss at home was
dropping
much worse.
5 spots.
Yeah, they should fall another behind us.
Number 15, is it the Jacksonville Jaguars? Did they only fall 1 spot? No. It's the loser New York Jets. Number 16. They did lose on Sunday. They are the Jacksonville Jaguars. You're a winner. Brian Thomas Jr., their best newcomer performance, no question. And the Jags at 16. I wonder who's 32nd. No, I don't. Shout out Carolina.
Panthers. Yeah, for sure.
Good gracious.
Are the Giants 31?
Yes.
Are Washington 30?
Denver.
That's not
Washington
fair.
29.
Now, how come Washington loses by 1 million?
Yeah.
And Denver goes on the road? I thought Denver was. They lost by 6. It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Bro, this is.
It's a Power Bowl.
I haven't vetted this, but this comes from a text.
Vet.
This comes from a text line source that has been money through the years, not prone to embellish stats. This seems unbelievable to me.
Does it say at all anything about in this upcoming text that seems unbelievable to you, but is a great source that the New York Mets are going to win the World Series?
No, this is not a New York Mets World Series
Son of a gun.
text at all.
I thought that might be it, but what does it say? Not vetted, by the way. Not vetted.
The Bills now hold the NFL record for the most consecutive regular season games without losing by more than 6 points. How many games do you think that is?
It would be by 6?
Yeah, 6
10,
or
10, 15
Yeah,
games.
the Bills hold the NFL record for the most consecutive regular season games without losing by more than 6.
Mm-hmm.
That streak has now reached 42 straight games.
Wow. That's incredible.
Well, but then you start thinking you're winning 11, 12, 13 a year.
Well,
so,
yeah,
you're not losing any of those. So basically, how many of your 5 losses a year for the last couple of years?
But the Cowboys have won 12 games 3 years in a row.
Right. They have to have big losses.
They don't have it. Yeah, they must.
That really speaks to the Bills and
That's
their
impressive.
consistency.
Yeah.
That's your Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive and deal with my friends at the Murray Ford Superstores. They're absolutely outstanding customer service and more. You can always trust that. So whether you're going a little bit north to Kingsland or a little bit south to Stark, maybe stop on your way down to Gainesville this weekend. All right, so we'll do that. What are we doing?
That
8-10?
I'm lost.
You're lost?
Yeah.
You're all in love? So lost without you. We're okay.
We're okay?
Within the next minute or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have something you want to bring up in particular? Something
No,
specifically?
I thought we were at the. Did you watch any of the Manning cast last night?
No, I have decided I've soured on the Manning cast, and I've soured on this.
Because they've added Belly.
Yeah, he was terrible.
He was.
Yeah, it's like, why? You know what I'm tired of?
What?
I'm tired of is the minute you retire, despite what your personality is or how good you may be, they immediately give you these multi-million-dollar broadcast jobs. Go get me a coach who's got some personality, some flair, some insight. He's trying so hard, so forced.
Is it?
Yes, it's like forced happiness, and he's just so socially awkward. It's not an easy watch, Dan.
Okay.
And it didn't, and with the Manning, it doesn't fit with the Manning brothers. Now, he's not on for the whole show. He just does a segment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler was on.
Yeah, Sandler was on too. And I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did watch some of the highlights of the Belichick and the back and forth. It's just not his gig, man. Like, that game is the back and forth, that show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wasn't a big fan of.
Okay. All right. Well, it's different strokes for different folks. Did you ever go back and watch Manning the Musical?
No. I need to do that, though.
Yeah.
Where is that on? Where did you see that?
You can just Google it.
Okay.
It'll pop
I
up.
forgot about that. I didn't have to make a note.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
It's very funny. Like I said, when the five coaches get up there and go, Peyton Manning, stop criticizing. Yeah, it was funny.
Do you what do you make of this?
Yes, sir.
These are the passing touchdown numbers from week 1 in the National Football League the last 5-6 years.
Okay.
In 2019, opening weekend saw 61 touchdown passes. 2020, there were 52 touchdown passes, 21-61, 22-51. This year, 35 in the opening weekend.
Only 35.
Only 35.
Yeah. So the question is
our defenses catching up?
Yeah,
or are
or
they
is it
figuring
just
it out?
week 1?
I mean, we went through, everyone was talking about Trevor's 12 of 21, 161, but he's like the same numbers as, as Aaron Rodgers had last night. Who do we look at? Was it Joe Burrow had similar numbers? There's a lot of dudes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy going out there and just, rifling for your 350 and 4 scores.
Part of the problem is, you go back and look at, like, one of the things yesterday with Trevor was the throw he made to Brian Thomas Jr. in the back of the end zone. Some of the people said that was the best throw of the weekend.
Man, that throw is amazing.
Right?
Man.
So, amazing. So, I mean, he's playing well, and I felt like we kind of took the ball out of his hands. And that's my point after week 1.
Well, Doug almost got a little bit
like
snippy yesterday, Dan.
Oh, he did get snippy.
Because listen, he was a pigskin paradox this weekend. Would you agree with me, Dan Hicken?
Pigskin
paradox.
paradox.
I'll tell you why.
All right.
Would you agree that, especially after the ETN fumble, that they went conservative?
Yeah, he didn't. Yes,
they ran 8 times. They threw.
He
3.
got really annoyed at that question.
Well, he can get annoyed all he wants. They had 11 plays. He ran 8 of them. He threw on 3. Only one of them was officially a throw. It was a dropped pass. The other 2 were sacks. They gained 11 yards on those 8 plays. Okay. Yet, when asked why they were, quote, conservative, Peterson said this.
Yeah.
I elected to go for it, on our end of the field, showing sign of aggressiveness there. Defense did a great job of stopping them and missing a kick, so kind of a wash. But no, not at all. We just, third downs was our nemesis.
Yeah. He started that comment by saying, I don't know what game you were watching.
Yeah.
So, he was snippy yesterday. He was testy Doug.
I was watching the one, Coach, with all due respect, you can get snippy all you want. I was watching the one where we ran the ball 8 of the last 11 plays. We got 1 pass off in the last 18 minutes of the game. That's the one I was watching.
Yeah.
Jaguars got 1 pass off in the last 18 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And that's not conservative?
Yeah, that's
Come
weird.
on, man.
That's weird.
Maybe it didn't feel like it was conservative. It damn sure was. Conservative is running. Aggressive is passing, period.
Well, yeah, and so my point is, regardless, the games play out differently. We didn't get a lot of snaps, obviously, right? But we have to figure out ways to attack more with our best player on offense, who should be Trevor Lawrence. That's all I'm saying.
For sure. And look, I don't know, man. You can only cover you only have so many fingers to plug the holes with. And for Doug, when it comes to speaking to it, you can't have a great offensive line, improved and like it, and yet be in the fourth quarter and your quarterback not have time to throw.
I'll just say
this. They can't
this.
all be what you're saying they are and get 17 points.
Trevor Lawrence was 30th in pass attempts on Sunday. 30th.
Yeah.
That's last. AR had 19.
Well, and the sad part is, he had all of that through 3 quarters. He was on pace to have 240 and a couple scores.
And some of the folks will say, well, they're the sacks. Okay, that happens in every game. So add 5 or 6 more to everybody else's totals.
Of course.
Anyway, we'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. We got the Lock and Law High School report today as well. We're going to talk to a verbally committed Florida Gator from Jacksonville, Florida. So we'll have that for you and more right here on The Drill.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
The life of a vagabond NFL football player. Terrell Edmonds, we hardly knew you. He was on the practice squad. We thought he should make the roster. He didn't make the roster. He was on the practice squad. He got elevated because of injury to Daniel Thomas. He played 6 plays on Sunday, 6 defensive snaps, and then he was gone. Snatched off the team by the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Terrell Edmonds, who was a Steelers first-round pick in 2018 and spent his first 5 seasons there, but has since signed with the Eagles, traded to the Titans, signed with Jacksonville, now back in Pittsburgh. And that's your Duval Minute. It is brought to you by Lift Power. Man, oh man, summertime is ending, but the job market remains hot, hot, hot. And Lift Power is looking for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. The benefits, 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. It's too good to pass up. Come see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. Our rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. And we want you to be a part of our family. Don't let a great opportunity slip by. Learn more. Just go to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Get a Friday evening full of football fun.
I'm National College football writer Matt Hayes.
The big games, the big matchups.
Get you ready for football Saturday.
It's the Bueller Aaron Plumbing College Kickoff, Friday night at 6. Brought to you by Sonny's Barbecue on 1010XL.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think a lot of us all think alike, right? We pay a lot of monthly premiums. Sometimes we add that up in our head. And so, by gosh, if something happens, we need you to be there. And that's what the Kaproskis do. This husband and wife team teamed up to take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care of, I mean it. Let me give you a little insight in the customer service world. It's something they don't take lightly. Something happens to you, you call them, they get you answers right away, okay? Right away. If they happen to not answer, they call you right back. Like I said, customer service. And if it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat insurance, the Kaproskis will be there for you every time you need it. And I speak from experience. They've helped me numerous times. They've helped my son. They've helped my daughter. Get an insurance checkup today. Craig.Kaproski at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaproski, Koproski at goosehead.com. Or call 478-8422. They're Craig and Chris Kaproski. They're part of the Goosehead Insurance family and part of our family as well.
When I say Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned has big selection, I mean it's huge. Mia here, not 100, not even 500, over 600 vehicles in one location. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18K. Plus, you get 60 days to love it or exchange it. 60 days. And Arlington's Credit for Everyone program is here to help you get financed. Shop Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned today, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Mad Men Marketing, Jacksonville's original digital ad agency, is now able to get your ads placed on Amazon Prime Video. Their digital experts are some of the few digital marketers approved to insert on Amazon Prime Video. Call their digital consultants at 355-1766 to learn how you can use Amazon Prime Video to grow your business and increase sales. Mad Men Marketing. Interact. Don't interrupt.
This is Tony Baselli, Pro Football Hall of Famer. I was known for protecting our quarterback. These days, I'm extending that protection to a different arena, your home. I have partnered with Heritage Roofing of North Florida, your premier local roofers with over 25 years of experience. Heritage is your go-to roofer for hurricane preparation, with same-day inspections and estimates. They also work with all insurance companies. Let Heritage Roofing of North Florida safeguard your home and family. Visit heritagenfl.com for your free estimate today.
State license CCC 1335410.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
There's something special about football under the Friday night lights.
Clear eyes, full hearts.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Friday Night Lights.
Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hi, everybody. Mike Dempsey here. Look, most goals we set for ourselves have a pretty clear course. I want a trip to Las Vegas. So you read a couple of reviews, talk to a few friends, save up some money, and you book it. Maybe a couple of choices along the way, but overall, it's a clear course to reach your goal. Now, if your goal is to lose 40 or 50 pounds, where's the clear path? You read reviews, talk with a few friends, and try something out. When it doesn't work, you're disappointed. Look, we've all been there, and it stinks. Know what I say? Stop trying to do what I did and start doing. Reach your goal with Awaken 180. It's a clear course to success without the disappointment. No guesswork, no trial and error, and no medication side effects. I'm proof. I dropped 26 pounds my first go at it, and it was simple. A word never associated with weight loss, except when referring to Awaken 180. Choose the simple, clear course to success with the solution for weight loss. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Are you feeling the heat? It's time to cool things down with Duck Duck Air Conditioning. Contact us today at 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckac.com. Duck Duck Air Conditioning to keep you cool and comfortable all year round. 1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. They make the plays on and off the field. Now get ready for the Lockett Law High School Report. Brought to you by Lockett Law. Know before you blow.
All right, let's talk some high school football. We got Riverside High School in here right now. We've got
the whole school. They're all here.
Oh, we got a couple. We got Tayshawn Gelsey, who's a Gator commit, right? Introduce yourself, Tayshawn. Tell everybody your name, where you play, your position, please.
Tayshawn Gelsey. I play at Riverside High School. I'm a
receiver. And then Miles?
Miles Kendrick, 3-star receiver, committed to Indiana.
Oh. He's going back to Indiana.
Huh?
Going back to Indiana.
Going back to Indiana.
Well, it's a song.
Oh.
You know that song?
Of course not.
I don't.
No?
No, why would you? If you don't not a fan of like the 50s and the 60s.
Jackson 5. He knows the Jackson 5.
Okay, good. Yeah.
You want me to sing it?
Please don't.
You want me to sing it,
No.
Tayshawn?
Yeah, no. Say no.
No?
Say no.
All right, so give me all right. We got a big game this week.
Who do we got? Huh?
St. Aug.
Oh, the dog.
Yeah.
Huh?
Tell me about that, Tayshawn.
Gonna be a dog fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you got him?
At St. Aug.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. What's the plan?
Dude. Just go out there and ball, you know.
You got a ball.
Got to.
Yeah. You look forward to it.
Definitely.
This is a showcase game, right?
Yeah.
This is like these. I mean, you love these games, though, right? I mean, so give me a feel for how the season's going, Tayshaun.
We picking it up. We had a little slow start to our first game. But
You sure did. What happened in that game? My gosh, I can't believe that you come back and hammer the next two teams. It's got a slow start.
Who was the first game?
Oakleaf.
Oakleaf?
Yeah. Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Clay County.
They beat Fleming Island. They scored 48. They scored 54 last.
Take that, Clay County.
Oh, I was there, and Tayshaun just
good for
scored
you.
like 5 touchdowns
You deserve
on
that.
him.
Yeah.
Tayshaun scored 5 touchdowns?
Yeah, you should have signed that boot you were wearing that night when you left. Yeah.
Now, tell me about you guys got. I mean, obviously we got some receivers here on this team. Give me a little.
Who's the lucky quarterback?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Glenn Foreman, he gonna put the ball in the playmaker's hands for sure.
Okay.
Speaking on the receiver side, I can say he probably have one of the best cores in the city.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely just with me and Tay, and then we got some real young guys. Xavier Hillard, he's like one of the next upcoming receivers in Jacksonville.
Okay.
So much talent here, right? You guys keep up with all the other guys and the decisions they're making, and I'm sure you support each other, social media and otherwise. How hard are those decisions, whether it's the University of Florida and right down the road, I'll let you go first, Tayshaun, or whether you're going to go all the way to Indiana, right, or go to wherever, and just so what goes into it? Is it all about, is it like preference, like teams you like? Is it all about potential playing time? Does the school part? Is it a little bit of all? It's a lot going on in addition to playing your senior years.
It's really a lot like going like relationship big and recruitment process now because coaches get fired, go to other schools. But as long as you keep that communication, that relationship with the coach.
Are you tracking the elephant in the room? I mean, the Gators. Little smoke down there, right? A little heat on. Where do you stand on from being with the guys? I know you stay in contact with guys, and what's the feel from that standpoint?
Yeah, I got a good relationship with some of the players at Florida. They talk to me then and there, reply to my story, checking in on me. I check in on them. Make sure.
Lightweight looked okay.
Let me jump in here, Jeff, and handle this for Tayshaun. DJ Lagway is going to be there. If he stays, you go. All right? Am I right, Miles? Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely right.
Okay, you got an opportunity there. That kid can. I mean, we saw what he could do.
That was fun to watch.
Yeah. You guys.
And what about Indiana? How's that coming?
Yeah. Indiana, it was. I got the offer in January. Indiana, there's nothing to do up there. Florida boy going on to Indiana, I won't fit in for real. But when I took my official visit, it changed my whole mindset.
You liked it? That's good, man.
Good.
And even looking in, because I had to do my own research on all the offers that I got.
Right.
They said Coach Signetti was gonna be the head coach. Did my research on him, and he's
pretty good actually.
Yeah, he has an 80 win percentage in college football. Not a lot of coaches have that.
Well, good for you for going that. For that deep one, where else did you consider?
Michigan State.
Okay.
That was probably the runner-up.
Yeah. Michigan State's typically been better. It sounds like you want to be a part of Indiana doing stuff maybe they haven't been able to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some stuff that happened behind the scenes with Michigan State.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Indiana is it.
Indiana is it. Well, congratulations. All right, so I know you like to play the games, but my gosh, St. Aug, Rains, Trinity, Bowles, Ed White.
Might be a year you get Trinity.
Yeah, Trinity's young.
Yeah.
Rather play him right now than later, but nonetheless. Tell me about that schedule.
It's really what we've been wanting. Last year, our schedule, we came over here last time and said we had 2 stat games at the end of the season.
Right.
We really asked for this, so I feel like we worked for this.
Okay.
We're ready to play all these teams.
Okay.
Tayshaun, what do you work on in your game, between now and going to college?
Just separation, really. Because, college, everybody's bigger, faster. So separation is going to be a big part in my game when I get to the next level.
How tall are you?
6'4".
How much do you weigh?
210, 215.
215? Yeah. Don't let them beef you up and be a tight end. You want to be a receiver, right?
I could do either.
You can do either? You do tight end if they ask you to?
We had a conversation.
Can I be a Kyle Pitts tight end, or do I have to be a Aaron?
That was the conversation.
Yeah.
That's always the conversation.
Because these guys are good football players.
Yes,
I know we do on the Friday nights. You see the highlights a lot, and we say your names a lot. So therefore, I know that you must be doing a good job. So congratulations. What's the goal here for your go round this year?
What's the ceiling for?
What do we think?
We both want
Riverside.
We both got to get a stat this year. 1,000 yards each.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Are we on our way? How we doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my personal goal is at least get 1,500 all purpose. I hit 1,000 last year, and I'm already halfway there a week.
Halfway there. Okay.
Well, yeah, well, then we're going to check that one off.
All right. Before we let you go, should we get Trevion in here real quick? Trevion, do you want us to come over and say something? Come here. This is Tayshawn's little brother. It's a bit of a concern because he's got Florida State sweats on, which I don't like.
Yeah, we don't like that.
So therefore, I wasn't going to let you speak at all. But I'm told that you're on a championship squad. So tell me real quick what happened on your championship. Speak into the mic. Tell us what happened this year or when you won your championship last year.
Last year,
we
had a good squad.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, they doubted us. So they don't think. They thought we was like a Pop Warner team.
Yeah.
Pop Warner
You proved them wrong?
Yeah, prove them wrong.
Now, how do you get along with your brother? Does he I mean, he's a big dude. Does he mess with you or do you look up to him? Tell me about your big brother, little brother relationship.
He mess around sometimes, but I look up to him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Tayshawn
look up to him.
I just saw that. Be careful answer.
Do me a favor.
He gave a be careful look.
Do me a favor and look up to him with some orange and blue sweats next time you come in here.
I got you.
Gentlemen, congratulations.
All right, guys. Yeah, keep up the good work,
outstanding.
man.
We got
Thanks for coming
Gelsey,
in.
we got Kendrick, and we got little Gelsey, and we're excited about Riverside. And good luck this Friday
and the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Good schedule. Y'all enjoy this senior year, and good luck at the next level as well.
That's the Lock and Law High Score Report. Know before you blow. We're back with more next right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and X to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
Prosser here, and if you are one of the ones that looks at your backyard area living space and thinks, wow, it needs an upgrade, Lifetime Enclosures is having a huge open house sale this Saturday, and boy, can I tell you, they do an awesome job. Anything from glass or screen enclosures to full-on lanais and flooring, all in one place. The place you want to watch sports, enjoy your backyard, and just hang out could be so much better with Lifetime Enclosures. Come on out to Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring this Saturday, all day. You won't regret it.
It's about the hunt.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Lagerman. We take you from the water to the woods.
On the Nimnit Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Let's go to the woods, y'all.
Saturday mornings from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
Imagine having a doctor available to you any day, any time. That's what I'm here to tell you about my doctor, Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for a couple decades. He's decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of medicine. I'm going with him. You need an appointment? You know, when you regular doctor, next 2 months, unavailable? Now with Doc T, he gets you in right away. Medical emergency? Hey, here's Doc T's personal phone number. He'll get right back to you 7 days a week. Think of it like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And as far as physicians, Rick Townsend, one of the best. Navy trained, graduating from Wake Forest. Doc T's been a fixture in our community forever. So whether it's yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, or hospital follow-ups, you name it, Doc T has you covered. Find out how you can take away your health worries. Just go to mypvconcierge.com. That's mypvconcierge.com.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost are the books and the course fees, about $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by November 7th.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and winning season is back. Football is back, and my bookie is here, baby, to make sure you're ready to cash in on all the action. This season, my bookie is pulling out all the stops with incredible promotions like weekly risk-free boost on Thursdays. If your bet hits, you win big. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie will refund you your wager, but that's just the beginning. My bookie is giving away hundreds of thousands in prizes with their Super Survivor and their Square contest. Get your entries in now for your shot to win huge cash rewards. For a limited time, they're bringing back the double deposit bonus. When you're ready to get started, use my promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus that doubles your money. You heard that right. Double your cash, my boy, with that promo code 1010XL, and now loyalty pays off. With my bookie, the more you play, the more you win. It's simple. My bookie is the lock of the century. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season. Come on, somebody.
Frank Franzi here to congratulate my friends at Big Chief Tire. For the 5th year in a row, Big Chief Tire was named the best tire center in Jacksonville for excellence in tire services. Big Chief Tire has served the Jacksonville community for over 60 years with quality tires, brakes, repairs, alignments, and more. Big Chief is known for fair prices and honest service, and they've built a reputation for treating customers like family. Big Chief offers reliable solutions to keep vehicles safe and running smoothly. Visit BigChiefService.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jaguars' last-minute loss to the Miami Dolphins hopefully won't be foreshadowing the rest of the season. A great start, late collapse.
It's just kind of a tale of two halves, really. We made plays in the first half. They made plays in the second half.
The fumble from running back Travis Etienne proved to be a costly one. However, head coach Doug Peterson wants his player to grow from it.
So keep his head up. I mean, he's a good player. You know, we're going to give him the football a lot this season. It's week one. Learn from it, and we'll be better.
Jaguar QB Trevor Lawrence felt the loss to Miami was a particular lost opportunity.
Just kind of gave it away. It's going to be a lot to learn from week one. We got a really good team, but, you know, we can't give games away, especially against another good team.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
What can I do for you?
Oh, huh?
This is King Jaffe Jofer, ruler of Zamunda. He is searching for his son Akeem.
Your son?
Yes, my son, the prince.
I got it.
A prince? Are you serious?
Prince Akeem is the sole heir to the throne of Zamunda.
I always knew there was something special about that boy.
Can you tell us where he might be?
Oh, yes, he's out with my lovely daughter, Lisa.
I'm staying at the Waldorf Astoria. When you see him, call me.
I'll tell him you're here.
No. Do not alert him to my presence.
He's one of the greats. James Earl Jones passed away
Darth
at 93.
Vader, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a lot. Well,
Field of Dreams?
It's funny because that's what he chose as his clip, right?
Yeah, I would have gone Darth Vader.
You would have gone Darth Vader,
Luke,
and I
I'm
would
your
have
father.
went one of his baseball talks at Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
I was thinking Sandlot also.
It's Sandlot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just
Great chops.
Yeah.
In fact,
and probably and we don't have a Jaguars
this
football team without James Earl Jones.
I was going to say you don't remember this.
Yeah.
When the Jaguars were putting together a proposal to get a team, they all make a promotional video to play for the ownership group who's going to vote. And you do a flyover your city and the things that your city brings to the league. And James Earl Jones voiced the Jaguars version.
Yeah.
I remember back in 1992 or 3.
You can probably find it.
You probably can. As the Jaguars were putting together their presentation to give to the ownership committee, it was James Earl Jones that it's so funny that you recalled that too.
Yeah.
I was about to bring that up.
I didn't recall. I saw.
I remember
a clip.
that. I was thinking that right as you said it. I was going to remind you a little known fact that James Earl Jones had played a part in the Jaguars' NFL expansion efforts.
All right, so better voice. James Earl Jones or Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, that's a close one. I think I got to go James Earl Jones.
Yeah, I'm going James Earl Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got to go James Earl Jones.
I think Morgan Freeman's probably the higher. I may be wrong, so I don't. But I think Morgan Freeman might be maybe the higher acclaimed actor. But
for sure.
But James Earl Jones,
not even close. I think.
Yeah, but I'd give the chops to James Earl Jones as well. So.
Yeah, and James Earl Jones was an actor, but no, Morgan Freeman, he's just an actor with a great voice. I feel of James Earl Jones, I almost feel more of a voice guy than an actor at this stage.
Yeah.
But that's not fair because he was a very, accomplished actor for sure.
Well, we lost James Earl Jones. This made me think of something.
Yeah, the Allstate guy, Pedro Serrano, he's another good voice. He's that deep voice guy.
Yeah. I wanted to pass this along just because he's been such a friend of the program for many years, but we did TV show last night, Jags Report Live, and I saw a Mac. And shout out to Mac, the Mac Daddy.
Okay.
Northside Mac.
By the way, for kids tonight, he's also Mufasa from Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
That's another good one, yeah.
But Mac's doing okay, but he lost his wife a few months ago. So
I'm sorry, Mac.
Yeah, so he didn't. I said, why didn't you call us and tell us? Well, yeah. So anyway, but Mac, to his credit, was down in Miami this week cheering on the Jaguars. Mac always goes to a game a year.
Mac found him that girl probably about 20 years, I bet they were together.
Yeah, so I was sad to hear
remember
that.
I would always ask him, first, Mac, you still married, right?
Yeah.
Always be careful when you ask.
Yeah, so Mac.
Oh, somebody for everyone.
Yeah.
Dang it, Mac.
But he wanted to make sure I said
he's a lovely fella.
We love Mac Daddy. Yeah. So, anyway, wanted to pass that along as well. All right, let's get back to
James Earl Jones is also an EGOT, I'm told. One of your favorites.
Is he an EGOT?
Yeah, you love the EGOTs.
Oh, if
somebody says he is. Maybe they're just making fun of your EGOT term, but that would be something because he could win a Grammy for voiceover for sure. I'm sure he has. Right? It's the Grammy's the hard one.
He's one of the few actors to garner a non-competitive EGOT, meaning he won at least one of each of the major performing arts awards, with one being an honorary award. In total, he earned 3 Tonys, 2 Emmys, a Grammy, and in 2011, an honorary Academy Award.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Well,
no, you got to win an Academy Award.
They call it a non-competitive EGOT.
Nah. That's like having a exhibition game no-hitter. That doesn't carry the same.
3 Tonys and 2 Grammys and 2 Emmys and a Grammy.
I wonder what he want the Grammy for. I would think that would be hard to win the Grammy for some sort of voice work. I'll give you another one now that I'm thinking of it because Vincent Price was another good voice.
Oh, yeah.
He did the Michael Jackson Thriller, that guy. You know who Vincent Price is, E.T.? He was too much before your time. Yeah. He's old, like
James Earl Jones won a Grammy for spoken word album in 1977.
Come on, man.
James, can we just get you to talk?
Yeah, you don't get a Grammy for that, do you?
Be glad to.
I mean, how would you like to be, the poor Foo Fighters just busting ass every day?
Ba-ba-dee-da-ba-ba-doo.
Or whoever. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
You rise up onto bridges over the St. Johns River far below. And Jacksonville shines from a number of angles, like a jewel being turned in your hand.
That's our guy.
Give me some more, James Earl.
Yes.
Those words were written by Pulitzer Prize-winning author John Updike.
Talk to me, James Earl.
Tell him, James. Tell him we need the Jaguars.
Tell him.
Come on. You can do it.
Updike had even more to say about Jacksonville.
Like what?
He called it a city of dreams.
Sounds like Updike's our guy. We should give him more credit.
He called it a city of dreams.
This is a video, so there's a lot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Apparently, we were paying James Earl by the word. didn't have it done. All right? Let it bring paid him by the word, man. Give you $1,000 of work, and you keep it to 40 words.
Get Smart John also chimes in with Boris Karloff, also a great voice.
Yeah. We're going way back.
It's old school there. But yeah, James Earl Jones passing away. What a wonderful life, though. Age of 93. And he passed away yesterday. So, Cleveland, the Browns come to town. Deshaun Watson. This thing has not gone well for those guys, man, huh?
Somehow the best burst of football the Browns have had the last few years seems like it was, either Baker Mayfield or Joe Flacco. Go figure. They paid Deshaun all that money. He was just dreadful the other day. I hope he's equally bad. Somebody sent me a stat that Deshaun Watson's 6-0 against the Jags as a starter.
Well, it's time to be 6-1.
Is that right? Or never lost to the Jags as a starter? Never beat Houston?
I got Deshaun Watson as 6-1 versus the Jags in his career. So,
maybe it's the last 6. Yeah, because in 17 we would have beaten him twice, and he would have been the starter the second time.
Yes, he didn't start.
No, but the second one he would have.
That's right.
Because your guy, Tom Savage, was not the guy.
Savage beast,
man.
They
Never
didn't
lived
give him
up
a
to your
chance.
They
didn't give him a
lived up to
chance.
your lofty predictions.
The problem is they pulled him too early in that first.
Is that what it was?
In that first half of the game against the Jags.
In other words, they should have waited till after the 5th turnover. 4 had not shown you enough. I think the defense scored more touchdowns that day than the Houston offense.
Yeah.
Who do the Texans play this week? Are you aware?
The Bears.
Yeah, we're going to get the Caleb Williams, C.J. Stroud. That game's in Houston, I suppose. The Bears, I think, were the ugliest winners of the weekend. The team that played the worst yet won the game. Much of Sunday afternoon, the Bears were awful, Dan. Let me look. I mean,
no, they were.
Will, the mayonnaise eater, really handed them the game.
Well, on the punt block.
Didn't help.
It's 14 points they gave them.
Yeah. And again, you take them. I'm not saying, but if you're looking for something sustained, I'm not sure what we saw from the Bears would offer that. 14 of 29 for 93 yards.
Yeah, I think I picked the Bears to go to the playoffs, and that game disheartened me a little bit.
It should.
But again, do you think the Patriots are going to be any better just because they won a game?
No.
No. I think the story there is the Bengals.
I trust the Patriots more than the Bears.
Do you?
I really do.
Really?
I really do.
Oh, no.
Just based on the other day,
You think the Patriots have a better...
Based on week 1.
Okay.
I don't mean overall. I don't trust either one of them. I would probably trust the Bears.
And by the way, you say
collection of talent.
You say the Bears thing with a caveat. Oh, no. Well, the Panthers didn't win, but the Panthers are the worst team in the NFL.
The Bears had 11 first downs in a win the other day. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Bears had 148 total yards.
Oh, boy.
You can't... It's hard to solve it. They didn't play in a monsoon, right, Hick?
No.
There was no blizzard blowing off of the ocean.
Not that
I saw Northwestern had just terrible wins on Saturday. To my knowledge of what I watched, Chicago for Soldier Field and the Bears did not. That's 148 yards of offense. So you enjoy the win. Victories are such great commodities. It's what makes the frivolous way that we threw Sunday away so disheartening. But you're not winning any more football games with 148 total yards, period. Defense had a nice day. You're not the 85 Bears. And 148, yeah, not so good. By the way, Tennessee only had 244. Less than 400 yards total in that game.
We got a good Thursday night game.
Yeah, Bills-Dolphins.
Yeah. So that'll be fun, right?
I guess we root for the Bills since the Dolphins have already beaten us and we play Buffalo the next week.
I guess so.
Buffalo, that also tells me, gets extra work for us. Extra time off.
Yeah, good point. They get Thursday all the way to Monday.
Yeah. The Jags Monday nighter comes next week, next Monday. Well, not.
We've had some good luck with Buffalo through the years, huh?
I am pretty sure we've beaten Buffalo more than they've beaten us. This is back-to-back weeks. That's the case. It's got to be rare that the Jags face back-to-back opponents. Isn't it still we only have a winning record against like 5 teams? Like we have a winning record, and it's all like the Steelers is by far the best. And we got a winning record against like 5 teams, I think.
We have a winning record against the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
We have a winning record against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
We have a winning record against the Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
We have a winning record against
the Steelers. No.
Stand by, please.
Those are all the division, by the way. That's how good we came into the league. Those were our division opponents, and we were beating them on the regular.
We have a winning record. Gosh, we're 1-8 against the Patriots.
Yeah.
The Jets.
Okay.
We're 13-13 against the Steelers.
Okay, so even.
And that's it.
Yeah, see, 4. Only got a winning record against 4 teams. What about Buffalo?
That's a good question. Buffalo, we are 8-9.
Oh, so not even a winning record against Buffalo, even though it kind of feels like it. We've won a couple in a row over them, I think.
Yeah. We got a lot of 500 records, by the way. 4-4 against the Cowboys, 4-4 against the Panthers.
That's not terrible. By far, our worst record is against the Patriots, 1-8.
15-29 against the Texans.
That's terrible, man.
I mean,
we need to go on a run. That's awful. What about the Colts? What are we?
We're 341 against the Texans, 413 against the Colts, 19-27.
What about the Titans?
The Titans, we're 414.
Yeah, see, that's the problem here.
Yeah.
That's a division we joined in 2002. It's been 20 years, and we're like 40% against the rest of the division.
1-7 against the Commanders. 2-5 against the Niners. 1-8 against the Patriots. At 1-11 is bad. 1-6 against the Vikings. Just 1-5 against the Rams. Oh, Lordy. Come on, Jags. Let's get some dubs.
Yeah, it's never been good when we went out west.
Never.
So if we ever had to go out west, it was not good.
All right, let's take a break. We'll start steamrolling towards the 9 o'clock in the nasty. I think E's been working on a joke that he's going to tell in the 9 o'clock hour.
I have?
You haven't?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
It's Catlin Drinking Accessories Tuesday.
Nobody brings it.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He is our quarterback savant, and he'll take you inside his mind.
So you can learn more about the science of quarterbacking.
Denny Thompson is the quarterback whisperer. Friday mornings on The Drill. Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. They're a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started the company. Shane, his dad, his guys are all from here, taking care of people who live here. People like us. Man, they've done so many projects for them. We're getting ready for another fall project with Lockhart Construction. Can't wait. Why? Because they're fast, they're friendly, they're affordable, they're clean, and they make my house look so darn good. It's not just me. I've had numerous friends, family. They did Drew's house. The siding on his house needed to be replaced. Did an unbelievable job. And you know what I love about them? They were out there on a Saturday morning getting the job done because they wanted to get it done in a certain amount of time. That's how good they are. Their family gives your family a better living experience, man. If you got a construction need, a remodel idea, just give Shane a call. He'll call you back. That's how he does things. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865, 994-3865.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. The seasons are shifting, but we're not done with the summer heat just yet. And you better believe your AC is still working hard. So do what I did and call the good folks at Fenwick Home Services and stay stress-free with a seasonal tune-up. Don't wait until the wear and tear of the summer heat causes major issues. Book your tune-up with Fenwick's expert technicians to avoid those costly breakdowns. You can trust Fenwick to get your AC running again and get it done right the first time. Book online at FenwickHomeservices.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and winning season is back. Football is back, and my bookie is here, baby, to make sure you're ready to cash in on all the action. This season, my bookie is pulling out all the stops with incredible promotions like weekly risk-free boost on Thursdays, where you can bet without a sweat. If your bet hits, you win big. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie will refund you your wages, but that's just the beginning. My bookie is giving away hundreds of thousands in prizes with their Super Survivor and their Square contest. Get your entries in now for your shot to win huge cash rewards. For a limited time, they're bringing back the double deposit bonus. When you're ready to get started, use my promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus that doubles your money. Double your cash, my boy, with that promo code 1010XL before you place every bet. And now loyalty pays off. With my bookie, the more you play, the more you win. It's simple. My bookie is the lock of the century. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season. Come on, somebody.
We've seen it 1,000 times. Insurance companies using the same tired excuses not to pay. They'll say you're really not hurt, or that your injury is from an old accident. That's why it's so important to hire a law firm who has their own medical experts, who know how to fight excuses with facts. When they bring excuses, we bring the truth. And truth is power. Farah and Farah. Here for you, here for good. Jacksonville.
Homeowners, good news for you. Accent on 4. Listen up. Loan Pronto now has mortgage rates that start with a 4. Prosser here. It's true. Mortgage rates have plummeted. So low, we haven't seen them in a long time. If your current rate is over 6%, you can dump it and lower your house payment big time. Loan Pronto just locked in a homeowner at 4.99% APR. So whether you got your loan last week, last month, or last year, it's time to call Loan Pronto. Even if you're in process with another lender, stop now. Call Loan Pronto. Ask about their zero-cost rate reduction home loan. You can lock in a lower rate with no closing costs in a matter of days, with almost no paperwork and usually no appraisal. And if you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call now. Loan Pronto can give you a rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. Call 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Call 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Owner approved credit, NMLS consumeraccess.org.
Before termites attack your home or business and cause costly damage, Terminix it. At Terminix, we know how to stop termites. These destructive pests have been around for millions of years, but before they show up, so do we. And their time is up. Don't live with a termite problem? Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com. Terminix it.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. So another Mike, who lost 40 pounds with Awaken 180, was in the same position I was in. And you are most likely confused.
I spent so much money on personal trainers in the last 10 years. Didn't have a lot of discretionary income left. So I tried to listen to everybody else. What do you eat? You know, everyone said, eat healthy. Define eating healthy. Cut out sugar. Tell me what foods don't have sugar. So their process to me was an education. That was really the eye-opening thing to me is I had 10 choices of food in front of me every day. You know, when I was on the run in sales, I was making 8 bad choices. I wasn't eating the 2 good ones. And I loved the 2 good ones. I just didn't know they were good. So I made bad choices every single day. And the program, an Awaken 180, really changed my mind, opened my eyes up to, it was a true education on food, what to eat, what not to eat. And it's been fantastic.
Knowing what to eat and the ability to navigate nutritional labels. A proven, clear path for weight loss. Exactly what you will receive with Awaken 180. Leave confusion at the door and do what we did. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by USA Park. The Gator defense certainly came to play in the win over Sanford on Saturday, a bullet point highlighted by head coach Billy Napier.
We communicated better on defense. The defensive staff did a good job of adjusting, getting to the right concepts.
Unfortunately, Edward Waters has developed a pattern of losing to Florida Memorial University in their annual Big Cat Classic matchup, this time in Miami Gardens. This is the Tigers' third straight loss against FMU. They won their season opener. The Jumbo Shrimp, after dropping 4 in a row to the Louisville Bats, the team slugged its way to a victory in 10 innings on Sunday. Following their day off, the Jumbo Shrimp will kick off a 6-game series against Charlotte on Tuesday. In MLB play, the Rays got past the Baltimore Orioles and the Marlins defeated the Philadelphia Phillies. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 9:01 and it's 77 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Gookin Nation. It's another hour with Duval's Big Dogs of sports media. Dan Hicken.
Yes.
Jeff Prosser.
Blah, blah, freaking blah.
And E to the T.
E.T. is the GOAT producer. We have officially have a problem in college football.
We do?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Well, last week you kind of pointed out.
Thank you.
That it wasn't a great week schedule-wise.
Yeah.
There are how many college football programs? 300 or so. I know there's 128 or 30 D1s. The conferences, right? The super conferences should have. Well, in essence, super matchups, no, right?
Right.
Here's your college football. This is what you can sink your teeth into. Go ahead and set the your DVR for these compelling matchups.
We got another dud?
At noon, we got Alabama, Wisconsin. That should be about as exciting as the grass growing or the paint drying.
You also have FSU, Memphis. I'll jump in on that one. So.
Well, again, now that's local. I mean,
I hear you.
We can find, Texas A&M, Florida is great here. If you're sitting in Missouri, it ain't nothing.
I got you.
All right. Alabama, Wisconsin.
Jump around.
Do this. You just give me a 1 to 5 ranking on these things. 5-star. That's a 3?
3.
Yeah. Oklahoma State, Tulsa.
2.
LSU, South Carolina.
3. Only gets a 3 because it's me and I like the SEC.
That's right.
Yeah.
Arkansas State, Michigan.
1.
Boston College, Missouri.
Interconference, but 2.
2 ranked teams, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Oregon State.
Civil War.
Yeah, that has got some, right? It's got.
But I tell you this.
They're both 2-0.
Yeah, but Oregon is ripe for the picking right now.
It's at Oregon State. Maybe.
They have not played well. They are lucky to be 2-0. Give them credit for finding ways to win.
Oregon State just happy to have DJ throw it away on, perhaps. They're 2-0. Is that not it?
Oh, no.
The
Beavers. What conference are they in? Pac-12 after dark?
They're independent.
Pac-2?
Pac-2. Poor Washington State.
Wazoo?
Oregon State and Washington State are too good to be
what
in
about
this predicament.
Us? What about us?
Where would you put that? Game's probably more like a 4 just because it's the Uncivil War.
No, it's a 3. It's a 3 now.
All right.
It's.
I hear you.
I mean, it's not near as compelling as like.
Ball State, Miami.
No.
Tulane, Oklahoma.
No.
Notre Dame, Purdue.
This is sad.
Utah State. Ole Miss, Wake Forest. Texas, San Antonio, Texas. Georgia, Kentucky.
It's 904.
Northern Iowa, Nebraska. Kent State, Tennessee.
Blah.
That's worse than last week, Dan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, last week at least it didn't play out, but there was a Texas, Michigan.
Yeah.
This is awful. How
terrible.
can this be?
How can it be?
Now, look, I know we can go to your favorite conference and you can find matchups that, can compel you. Like, I would argue Florida Texas A&M is a great game. But, it's a Gator perspective. You got to do better. Y'all get on the same page. We ought to have a blistering game at noon, 3, 7 every week.
100%. Florida State, for just a second, gets back on the football field. They lost one of their guys, Jalen Lucas, out for the year.
Running back,
talented kid.
They're losing recruits left and right. I saw they had fallen to
little bit.
51st in the recruiting race. Weren't they up into the top 15?
Yeah, they were up. They're bleeding.
Yeah.
They're bleeding.
That's what happens. Look, you saw it happen with Billy Napier last year.
FSU, an 8-point favorite. Who would you take? Memphis, Florida State.
I'd have to look and see what Memphis is about. FSU
Memphis is talked about as being that qualifier.
Okay.
They're one of those contenders.
I would take Memphis. FSU's been awful.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost to Georgia Tech and Boston College.
And a week off, see what they're able to do.
I think maybe this one will fit them a little better. I mean, they got out physical, and that can happen in conference games. There's no way Memphis can be more physical than FSU. Is there? I mean, once you go down, there's just like that was what stood out.
Yeah.
They got dominated on the lines of scrimmage, both those matchups. And those aren't exactly that wasn't Miami and Clemson. That's Georgia Tech and Boston College that did that. So maybe
Georgia Tech, who lost to Syracuse.
Right. Maybe they can control the line of scrimmage a little bit better, but I mean, I wouldn't touch it one way or the other, but if I did, I'd go Memphis. I can't give 8.
You also have the battle for the Apple Cup this week, Washington State and Washington.
It's funny, Oregon State and Washington State, they both did it those same weeks.
Yeah.
But Washington's kind of down. Neither one of those teams is ranked.
Utah State you mentioned, so yeah.
They call that the battle for the Beehive.
Miami will go into a witness protection program here for the next few weeks until December.
Yeah, they don't play anyone all year. But
there's only one hype man for Miami, and that man is Joe Yu.
Oh.
And he joins us now on the program.
Probably not the only one.
The hype man, Joe Yu.
Top of the morning, boys. Top of the morning. I was looking. Next year we got Notre Dame at home, followed by we got you guys at home too. So we got to schedule next.
And we're coming with DJ Lagway and Lane Kiffin, buddy.
I do Lagway. I think give him a couple years with you guys. We'll bring him up down to the Gables his senior year. I think it'll work out for him.
I don't know unless he decides he's had enough of playing high school schedules. He's ready to play a college one.
No, who wouldn't want to showcase themselves like that? But, hey, I wanted to ask you. I've been meaning to ask you guys. This drives me crazy.
Yes, sir.
With it's the graphics. So it's like, let's say it's 2nd and 7. So Team A, let's say Texas A&M versus Florida. So it'll show Texas A&M 7, Florida 7, and then they'll cover the Texas A&M 7 and put 2nd and 8. So you walk in the room, and all you see on the graphics panel is Texas A&M, Florida 7.
I don't know. I've never. I think your TV's messed up. I've seen like if the local station puts a bug over it, or if
no, it's ESPN. I'm telling you, it drives me crazy because I'm always coming in the room and I'll see.
ESPN is not covering up the score with the clock, Joe. It's just not.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
They're just not covering the score with the clock.
I'm gonna take a picture next time.
Yeah, take a picture.
You're gonna have to.
It's something they do on purpose that they think is compelling, but I don't like. I can't be the only person.
I am a TV freak.
All right, stand by. Googans, we'll get the text line. We'll find out. Explain it one more time.
Are you talking about the bottom row one? Which scoreboard?
Not the very bottom. It's a graphics panel that when they show the two team scores. Let's say this week, Miami FAMU, and they'll have Miami and they'll have 27, FAMU 3, but then they'll wipe in over Miami 3rd and 6, and you'll only see FAMU 3. I'm like, who thinks that's a good idea? Because people coming in and out of it.
I think I know what he's talking about.
I thought you were saying it went over, like you're saying it over. I thought you were meaning it was like the print was on top of the other print. And you couldn't make out of it.
No. They wipe a graphic that shows you down in distance, but they wipe it over one of the team's name and the score.
Oh.
So you only see one team score, and you see.
Well, Joe, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you what I'll do for you.
I thought maybe you guys noticed that.
Well, if you're ever watching Miami or someone else and you're confused, shoot me a text. I'll tell you what the score is.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Hey, Brian. Also, how the Saints? What are the Saints?
They look good.
How we not? No, but how we rank below? I mean, the Jags lost. How we rank below teams that lost the first week?
Yeah, I don't. It's the beautiful thing about the NFL is it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a beautiful.
It really
thing.
doesn't matter.
We got to get mad about something, Joe. Canes are playing good. You got to find something to get mad about, right? Pretty soon, the Canes will be underranked, Dan. That's coming here in about a week.
Oh,
yeah. We're already underranked.
Yeah. You beat the worst team in football, and then you beat an FCS. How do you know what you're ranked? And you won't know. You won't play a team. You won't play a team all year.
Yes, sir.
Hey, on a positive note, your boy, I think they drafted him on potential. In Indy, this dude seemed to be falling down and threw about a 95-yard pass.
That one throw he threw to Pierce.
I was
he
like,
threw like 70 in the air.
Who?
Anthony Richardson.
That was impressive.
The one to Pierce, the first one?
That's and he looked off balance, too.
Oh, my God. He threw that thing so far. I mean, again, he's 9 for 20-something. So.
9 for 19.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Thank
See
you.
you,
Thank
you.
Gugan just called and said, as much as I hate to admit it, Joe, you was right.
Hey.
What's he right about?
About, like, the graphics
They
thing.
cover up the score thing, and I think I know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
but that's so fast. That's not like it's
No,
sustained.
it stays up there and it makes sense. It's annoying. I think.
Okay, all right. I haven't noticed. So.
Yeah, I think he's right about that.
Wow, that is dumb.
Yeah, I think he's right about that. Real quick, man, we won't talk
they've
about
seen it. They're all saying they've seen it.
They have seen it.
Good for them.
Yeah. I mean, you said you're the TV guy, so
I am. I have not noticed it staying over. I mean, I'll pay attention this weekend and see what they're talking about.
Yeah. I know what he's talking about, and I think he's right. We are in the home stretch in baseball, man. We got, 18 games left? 19 games left?
Who? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You'll know tomorrow if the Braves win and the Mets lose.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about it?
No.
You know what's interesting?
I don't remember the date.
You know what's interesting?
And the date that Riley got hit in the hand and broke his hand and was out for the rest of the year, and the Mets hit a home run that night to win, is the date that it ended. Now, the Braves are hanging around. They can't score. The Braves are not winning this race, Hick.
You still have a higher percentage.
I don't know why.
They
can't score.
It must be the schedules, right?
Well, in the pitching, but your pitching's been great, but our pitching is documented, more historically. But it's just they can't score. It doesn't matter. It's so embarrassing. They can't score. They're just impotent little. I need to call that 900 number around here.
Who do you have now? The Marlins? Or
the Nats.
The Nats.
Yeah, but listen, Hick, look. The Cincinnati Reds played 3 in New York out of nowhere. Before they go off to their series, they got to fly down to Atlanta, play a one-off, and go out.
Yeah.
The Braves were home all weekend.
Yeah.
Just got to get up and go to the stadium, play a team that's completely out of it, and they
hits.
scored no runs.
0.
2 hits, no runs. And by the way, this is MO. This is what they do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just if they go to the playoffs, they should stop the postseason and give them a trophy, and that'd be the end of it. I mean, the Braves making the playoffs is more than the Rangers winning the World Series last year. This team is a AAA team with all-star pitching.
You know who's pitching Thursday night in the major leagues?
Yes, Kumar Rocker.
Kumar Rocker.
Didn't you draft him one year?
Yeah.
And who's he with now? The Rangers?
Yes.
Do you have some sort of deal with the Rangers that everybody that leaves New York on the Mets rotation goes there first?
I guess.
I mean, I saw in a separate headline that DeGrom and Scherzer both say they're going to get ready to make starts.
Yeah.
Why? You're 15 under 500.
Well, DeGrom wants to get back out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And Scherzer wants to prove that he can still pitch, but the problem is...
I don't want Scherzer anywhere near my team.
I mean, Scherzer will give you a one-year, $3 million deal, but you're not making $45 million anymore. And Verlander's struggling, too. So the boys are hitting the end of the line, I think, is what's happening for them. But, yeah, the Rangers are 70 and 74, so... the defending world champions will no longer be defending come the postseason. But they, does it say something if you can just get into the tournament that anything can happen? Texas, Arizona 1 year ago, right? If you can get in, who's to say what may or may not happen? Paul Skeens set the team rookie record or the team mark for rookie strikeouts. Struck out 9 over 6. He's 10-2. His ERA is 2.10. He's been everything they could have hoped for and more. How many innings has Paul Skeens thrown for the he's at 147 in the third innings between AAA and the majors. Probably a limit to the number of innings he pitches this year, but he doesn't think he's going to reach it, so he's going to keep pitching. I'm 22. I'm conditioned to throw a lot of innings, I think. That's what Paul Skeens said. But what a great, guy to have at the top of your rotation if you're the Pittsburgh Pirates. But they just don't quite have enough.
The Pirates are just a northern version of the Marlins. They should be the Pittsburgh Cod. The Pittsburgh Codfish.
Codfish.
Yeah, they're the same as Miami. As soon as they get any good, anybody worth anything, they'll give them away for nothing.
Oh, dear.
Just to keep their payroll under so that their miserly owners, I guess, can go to the casino that night on the way out. I mean, if I'm Frange or anyone else, I'm embarrassed to be a Pirate fan. I'm ashamed of my organization.
No.
This is a proud baseball franchise, Dan.
We are family.
I mean, going way beyond that, from Mazeroski to Clemente to Stargell. I mean, these are big, important, and they don't even try, and they have no designs on trying to try. And Skeens will pitch for someone else in 5 years.
Al Oliver.
First, he'll have his Tommy John this time next year.
Oh, I don't like that.
Because you can't throw 100 every pitch and not snap an elbow ligament.
We got to take a break.
We will. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Get inside the mind of Jags coach Doug Peterson.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't have butterflies.
Coach Speaks. Fridays at 4:05 on The Franchi Show.
And that's why I'm excited.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Custom windows and doors. On 1010XL. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jax, so we gotta play like the experts we are. Now, who are we?
Roland Reach Plumbing!
Now that's what a winner sounds like.
Customers always win with Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjax.com.
Hey, gang, football season is here. Do you play fantasy football? What about daily fantasy football? Are you playing all the different daily fantasy footballs? Do you know about Underdog Fantasy? Because I'm here to tell you about it. I like this one, man. It's a little bit different. There's some of the similarities with some of the others that you may have played, but this one, it's just simply stat projections for different players. You just got to go higher or lower. The more you use, the better the ratio of the payoff. Get 6 right, turn your $5 into 180. Underdog is super fun to play. It's easy to get started. Go to the easy-to-use mobile app or to UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with promo code PROSSER, and Underdog will give you a special to use on your first contest and a deposit offer. It's Underdog Fantasy, promo code PROSSER. Claim that new customer offer of a mystery special, plus a first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Got to be 18 or over, present in a state where Underdog operates. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or ncpgambling.org.
Ready to keep you cool this summer? Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Universal Roof and Contracting has been protecting Florida homes from the elements for over 30 years. Call Universal Roof and Contracting today for a free roof inspection and get 15% off your roof repair or replacement. Plus, flexible financing options and payments as low as $115 a month. This offer expires September 30th. Call 855-ROOF-HELP.
License number CCC 1330747, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
It's the Gator Podcast Channel with Frank Frangie and me, Dan Hicken, on all things Gators. Hacker and Denny Thompson have Gator Bites, and you can find them wherever you find podcasts or at 1010XL.com. Presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey everyone, it's football season and we wanted to go to the drawing board to make this year's predictions. Let's compare our two blonde all-stars. Most touchdowns, best pricing in the market. Most passing yards, gives the most for your trade. Most receptions, free oil changes with every purchase. Super Bowl champion, wow customer service. This looks like a winning season for everyone. Come see Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, where you can score big all season long.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time home buyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time first-time homebuyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time homebuyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
I open the door and take you inside the locker room to get you closer to the field, the players and coaches you care about.
Get a look at Hayes' blog on 1010XL.com.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reich Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Hayes Carline here. If you're like me in the fall, you want to watch football, not clean. Enter Molly Maid, voted Bold City Best Cleaning Service 3 years in a row. Molly Maid is reliable, friendly, and thorough. Visit mollymaid.com.
Clean air, cool air, both are extremely important. Trust Florida Home AC to deliver on both with their Remy Halo, the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC and breathe clean and cool air.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we are back here on the drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. I mean, it's just a layup to me. It's a no-brainer decision. And I hate to bring guests on, man. I don't mean to even get into a back and forth argument / debate with Chris Doring. I feel strongly about this as anything I've ever felt in this unimportant world of sports opinion. There is no downside. Give the ball to the better player. Let him take his lumps and get better and better and better and better and better, and he will give you chances to win games this year that Graham Mertz can't win. If Graham Mertz played the rest of this year with no DJ Lagway and nothing else, the Florida Gators are about to go 2-10 or 3-9. If DJ Lagway plays, they'll win. They'll win games that they wouldn't have won. He gives them a chance to win games that Graham Mertz will not give them a chance to win. I believe, okay? Which is a little stronger than I think. I believe if you take those 5 deep balls that DJ Lagway threw against coverage and completed, that Graham Mertz could throw those same 5 balls with no defense on the field and wouldn't complete all 5. He'd miss them against air. Not that he's terribly inaccurate. It's that this is how good this kid was. It's the hardest position. It's a team that hasn't made big plays in years. It's all right there for you. So what does Dudley do? Wrong. Dudley do wrong. The Grinch who stole fun. Billy Napier. Let's take a superstar that will just accept the growing pains. Okay, I'll accept it. It's not going to make him any worse. So silly. How long does David Carr getting beat up going to be the only example of a young quarterback playing too soon? How long? Am I to understand that since David Carr came along, other either freshman or rookie quarterbacks have gotten the crap kicked out of them and yet have gone on to be very good players in their careers? Because I would think so.
It's interesting that a couple of the players, Chris and another Gator player that you were going back and forth with, both are more play them both.
Yeah.
Work Mertz in.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. I think that's just conservative and cowardly. Make a statement. Throw the ballsy guy out there with more talent.
Yeah.
Give you a chance to hit a big play and win games. I don't know. You're not a contender. Let's let the fan base enjoy some fun. How about that? If for no other reason. How about for our enjoyment? Because we don't enjoy your idiotic plan to continue marching into mediocrity. Again, I'd buy Doring's arguments. I'd buy working him in if you weren't walking the plank.
Yeah.
If you're building towards competing for SECs.
Well, listen.
These guys can't get out of their own way, can't go 500 in the league.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
We all know it's just a matter of time.
Exactly. Well,
and Graham Mertz, listen, the offensive line's not very good. And there could be a situation where a guy gets nicked up and is out. But at some point, and if they're not winning these, listen, we all know what's coming in November too. See, there's no saving this season. Like, I don't think DJ Lagway is going to make them an 8-win team.
I don't either.
Okay?
I think the games will be more fun to watch.
Yeah.
And that's enough for me since you won't go win anything.
His job is not to make games more fun for you to watch.
Yes, it is.
No,
the
it's
fun,
not.
Yes, it is.
No.
The fun is supposed to come via wins.
Well,
but since you can't do that,
you can't do that.
Then play the guy that makes it more fun to watch. Instead, you'll give us a boring-ass losing football team.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah. Well, and again, that's what looks like is coming our way. So
whatever.
Well, I mean, there's no getting out of it. I mean, if you can't beat Texas A&M and Kentucky and UCF and Mississippi State, well, you're now Gator fan has this little seed of doubt in their mind, and so they'll go watch at 3:30 on Saturday with the hope that, well, maybe Miami is really good and we didn't play very well, and, we'll come out and we'll win a slugfest with Texas A&M 17-13 and go from there, But if you lose this one, you still got to go to Mississippi State, you got Kentucky, Tennessee before you begin Armageddon.
He's the Grinch who stole fun. You can't give us any wins. At least give us some fun. Give us the exciting player. I don't know. How about rewarding the better player? How about setting a Gator standard of the best guy plays? Not the most experienced, not the one we appreciate, not the one who's going to get us in the right play. How about give me the guy who gets us in the wrong play and makes it a 40-yard gain instead of the one that gets us in the right play and gets sacked. Or throws a screen pass flare in the Billy Napier offense to nowhere. No. You're a mean one, Mr. Green. Stink, stank, stunk.
Oh dear.
Put it on the tombstone when he leaves.
We got Leo on the hotline. You want to get Leo in here?
Sure.
Hello, Leo.
Punch him up, E. I got no control in here.
Hey, good one. I appreciate this, man.
Go, Leo.
This all Gator talk, right? No Jaguar stuff, Gator. And I got a question, and I'm going to speculate a little bit. Y'all went to UF, right?
Yeah.
Right, so look at the timeline. I've been speculating about this, all right? I don't like, and Jeff, you alluded to it a little bit the other morning, okay? But you kind of got off of it. I don't like Scott Strickland. Here's why. He went to Mississippi State, and if you look at the timeline, right, he was at Mississippi State when Dan Mullen was there. Then he left, came over to Florida, and Dan Mullen came over to Florida, right? And then now we had Trask. We was pretty good. We had 11 wins. Something happened. I don't know what. That's why I'm speculating. But here's my question. Why in the world does Florida employ a man from the Mississippi, with the alma mater of Mississippi State? Listen, I think he's trying to sink this program. Y'all keep blaming Billy Napier, but I think Billy Napier is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. I got another question. Who do you think's a better program right now? Mississippi State or Florida? Okay? And Mississippi State hadn't always dominated Mississippi State. If you look back over the years, I think Spurrier lost to him. I think Urban Meyer lost to him here and there. And I got a question. You can put it in your Friday 5-pack. Who do you think going to win on the 21st? I'm going to go ahead and just say Mississippi State. And I think the problem is Scott Strickland. And I don't know why all Florida fans ain't raising the pitchforks, like you say, Jeff, the pitchforks and the social media and running that man out of town. And why don't they have like a Danny Warfel or anybody from the Jed Fish? How many people went to Florida? And you don't have anybody. Look at all the good teams like Georgia. They all got people on their staff that's played there or went there. Look at Mike Gundy at Oklahoma State. That dude been there since like 86. He ain't left. They love him. And he ain't winning championships, and they don't care. And you mean to tell me Florida don't have nobody? Emmitt Smith.
Well, all right. Thank you, Leo. Appreciate it. Now, they do. There's people on the staff that played for the Gators. Steve Spurrier is the ambassador role. There are, guys in place. I don't know if it's a Mississippi State thing per se.
I agree with him about Scott Strickland in terms of I don't think he's done a good job.
He's done a terrible job.
So I don't, and not just with football. I just think overall, I think that. So I'm not hyped on him. So in that respect, I do agree with Leo.
I think it's. I mean, one of the worst things is in self-evaluation is just. I mean, telling yourself that you're somewhere you're not or more than you are or whatever it is. I don't know what fantasy world Billy Napier's in where he's in any way at all thinking about the future of the program. Boss, you better be thinking about Saturday.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you develop and how they're going to play in 2025.
As Chris pointed out, he knows he has to win. I think he is thinking about Saturday.
He
might be wrong.
I don't
like you
know.
Said, you might say the Dreamfinders poll question. You would say I'd do opposite of Napier.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing to do. Everybody who wants to play Graham Mertz this week, congratulations. You're right in lockstep with the guy, Billy Napier. Y'all think alike. So congratulations. You can take that with you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I don't understand. And it annoys the stew out of me. I don't understand. I don't care. This is where you're not in the meeting rooms. You're not on the practice field. You're not on the bip. DJ Lagway gives you any football team, a better chance to win than Graham Mertz. If you took the toe of them cold right now and put them on the Carolina Panthers and said one of you's got to start this weekend, put them on the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, one of you got to start this weekend. DJ Lagway is better. He's more explosive. He gives you a chance to score a touchdown every play, X amount % higher than Graham Mertz does. And by the way, Graham Mertz was terrible against Miami in a game that he was needed.
Yeah, he was not
terrible. And it wasn't all on the pressure. He missed guys. He can't run. And Mertz is fine if you want to be 5-7.
One more thing as we head to break, and I saw this, and I think I should point it out, as the Jags get ready for the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. Quarterback Deshaun Watson, did you guys see this? 0 for 10 on passes 15-plus yards in the air.
I saw that as they were playing.
That's the worst tracked game in NFL history. And I'm watching all of his bad throws, man. He was off on this day. Now, he was getting pressured, too, so interesting. All right, we'll head to break. We'll come back. New York City headlines today, E?
You gonna see.
All right, next on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Frank Frangie here. They're committed to providing the best selection of Buicks and GMCs for you to choose from with a best price guarantee. Nimnik has been in business for over 81 years because they've been doing business the right way. Stop by Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295, or shop online at nimnikbuickgmc.com. That's Nimnik, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
All right, gang, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. And Beaches Dermatology cares about you and your skin. They are there for you. Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader for Mohs Surgery. They will be there to help you. But they want to remind you, man, if the sun ever does come out again in Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm not sure it's going to, but if it ever does, you got to protect your skin. And that doesn't mean just in the summertime, man. That's in the fall and the winter. You got to protect your skin. Floppy hats, long sleeve dry fits, sunscreen. Take care of yourself, especially if you're going out golfing, your kids' game, going to football games. You know, if you were down in Miami this weekend in that hot sun watching the Jags, they'll take care of you. Now, listen, if you have any concerns on your skin whatsoever, just go see my friends Doctors Boudreaux and Metz online at beachesdermatology.com. That's beachesdermatology.com.
Former Jaguars corner and first-year head football coach at Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows, K-12, Aaron Beasley here. Are you looking for an A-rated K-12 school prioritizing academics, arts, and athletics? Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows offers a rigorous curriculum to develop strong minds with an additional focus on growing good hearts. DCSB has been an A school for 8 years, and our tuition is free. Now enrolling. Apply at baymeadowscharter.org.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a dust bunny breeder from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Steve Johnson.
Welcome to the show, Steve. It's great to be here, Alex.
Yeah, you don't have to answer it in the form of a question, Steve.
What is this game show?
See, that's another question.
Are you going to ask me about air conditioners?
Yeah, okay. How about we just send the Bueller guys over and you can annoy them with all your questions? Johnny?
That's right, Steve. Bueller Air and Plumbing can answer all your air conditioning questions, repair options, replacement models, and how to make your AC last longer while saving electricity, making sure you are cool.
Where is the parking lot?
You're killing me, Steve.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com. Are you ready to upgrade your home? Experience the winning combination of style and performance with Renew by Andersen, energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit rbafla.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
Denny Thompson here. If you want to work with new tech security cameras or home automation, Tyson Sound and Security is a growing company looking for you now. Tyson is now hiring for sales, technician, and administrative positions. You'll start at the industry's most competitive pay, and they will train you. Apply online at TysonSoundandSecurity.com or call 762-1000. Tyson Sound and Security hiring sales, technicians, and administrative. Call 762-1000. Equal opportunity employer.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On September 10, 1989, Indianapolis running back Eric Dickerson rushes for 106 yards against San Francisco, becoming the fastest player to top the 10,000-yard plateau.
Clearwater. John, I can't even mow my side yard. It's so soggy. Man, my builder sucks.
Brent, calm down. This is a common problem in neighborhoods where houses are built too close together. You need gutters and a properly installed French drain that will soak up subsurface water. We can completely dry it up.
So I can take my builder off my speed dial now, huh?
Yeah, we got you, buddy. Let that builder bitterness go.
Clearwater irrigation
and drainage too.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a Dandy. And do it today.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguars cornerback Tyson Campbell will miss time with a hamstring injury, according to head coach Doug Peterson. Peterson was asked on Monday if he expects Campbell to return before the Jaguars' trip to London in Week 6.
I'm not going to put put him in a box that way. I'm not going to put any expectations on it. We're just going to let him go, week to week and see where he comes.
Peterson on the plan for the Jaguars secondary without Tyson Campbell.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how the week goes. What the plan plan's going to be and how Ryan wants to handle that.
Before leaving with the hamstring injury, Campbell was on the field for 53 of the Jaguars' 71 defensive snaps against the Dolphins on Sunday. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
I'm going to say this.
Oh, boy.
And I'm breaking a bond here, so bear with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, breaking a covenant. But overheard in the break, somebody who shall remain nameless, just said, I get more riled up during football season.
Like, by riled up, I mean angry.
He goes, and then he said, comma, I should be mad at the Braves.
Yeah, that's fair. It's hard to be mad at them. At least they've got some sort of like winner about them. I'm cooling down on this ridiculous quarterback. I give up, man. You want me to not care, Gator Nation? Okay, and I won't care. I think that anybody that says throw Mertz out there doesn't give a crap. They don't care if they win or they don't care. Whatever. Just let Billy Napier keep making the right decisions, and we'll all go down in the same bloody mess together. Flagway's the only decision. I'll never, ever, ever change my mind on that. And whatever, y'all.
It's like I said.
Y'all just he's going to be playing in 3 weeks anyway. You know why? Because he's a lot better. And sports should at some point remain about the best guy wins. Give the better kid a more exciting, more explosive, more productive player the football. But no, let's just keep going with what they did. So there we go. Cooling down on that, Dan.
Daniel Jones has thrown more pick sixes than passing touchdowns since the start of the 23 NFL season when he signed his contract.
Well, I mean, in fairness, he only played a couple of games last year, right?
3-2.
Yeah.
But still.
No, it's terrible. By the way, this whole, this is one last thing since I'm cooling down on it.
Yes.
And people are like, Lagway, you enduring the fan of him, well, you give him this chance or you do that or this or the other, or you could ruin him because David Carr. Well, how come Matt Rule, who's had way more success, he went 11-1 at Baylor, not 11-1 at Louisiana. He went and coached in the NFL and then went back to college. He went to Nebraska. Is Nebraska a football brand that matches Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was able to flip and sign an incredible freshman quarterback, this Dominic Raiola's kid. What's his name? Or is he Dominic?
Dylan
Raiola, right? And see, he's smart enough. He's been around football enough. He's played big boy, right? He's not played move it around in the Sun Belt football. He's played big boy football in the Big 12. He's gone to the NFL, and he's smart enough to know, I don't give a damn if he's a freshman or a 40th-year senior. We got to get him. He's the one that's going to carry this program. And what do you know? Raiola comes out. He's been given the job all along, and he beats Colorado, and he's going to have some setbacks. Is he going to have days? Sure. But Matt Rule's got enough confidence in himself and bravery to do the right thing for him and for the program and with the freshman quarterback. But Florida and Billy Napier doesn't have that. Doesn't have that gumption. He doesn't have that moxie. He's going to play the old conservative, scared of my shadow way, and Florida win 4 games, 3 games, 2 games, whatever it is. But, apparently Nebraska and Matt Rule, much more accomplished. Starting a quarterback out there is no big deal. You go with the better guy out there. Nebraska, and by the way, and I would also say, I bet you if Nebraska won, they could have got Graham Mertz. I'm just going to say that. I bet you Matt Rule could have got Graham Mertz last year. He could have gone back home to his home state of Nebraska in the transfer portal. Who knows?
Thought he was from Kansas.
I think he's from Nebraska.
I think he's from Kansas.
I make it up, though.
You did?
Yeah, anyway.
I was just
see how long I cooled down on that?
Yeah, you didn't. Not very long. I was just looking at this dude's stats. For his name is Chandler Simpson. He's a minor leaguer for the Rays, a prospect outfielder. 102 stolen bases this year. 23 years old. It's time to find out what he can do. He's hitting 356 too. It's pretty good, isn't it? You know what else is pretty good? You know what else I'm in the feeling for? You know what else I got to get a little bit of? I got to get some New York City headlines. Before you crank up the music.
Uh-huh.
New York City headlines brought to you by my friend, Dr. Rick Townsend. Boy, oh boy, if you want to change in medicine and have a doctor who's there for you whenever you need to, you just need to check out Dr. Townsend at mypvconcierge.com, mypvconcierge.com. You're not feeling well, you get right in to see Doc T. You got a medical emergency, you get Doc T's personal phone number. He'll get right back to you 7 days a week. He's been my doctor for 20 years, but he's taking a new and exciting leap into more personal world of medicine, and I am going with him. mypvconcierge.com. Crank it up! Actual headlines from New York City periodicals.
Well, they can't be made up. They're just, well, you'll see. Here you go, Googans. You'll get a load.
Yeah, 2 right off the bat. Tragic turn. Mom shot in face, killed in front of son trying to defend husband from robbers in New York City condo building.
Oh, dear.
The moral of the story there is don't go to New Crack City under any circumstance.
Oh, stop.
Shoot you in the face.
Ex-boyfriend accused of lighting Olympic runner on fire and killing her has died.
Hopefully by fire.
Yeah. Ooh, goodness gracious.
Man, a little eye for eye justice turn some things around. Change some narratives.
Can't read those. Dash Dreams, Disney mega fans banned from Park's elite club for boozy behavior. Drop $400,000 and fight to get back in and lose.
Goodness.
I say this without any personal animus towards anyone listening. I'm not a big fan of grown-ups in the Disney club. It's just me.
Okay.
So if they spent and wasted money, it sounds like that's probably a little bit of Darwinism involved.
John, an 8+8 star, claims mom zip-tied him and locked him in a basement as a kid.
That whole thing is weird. It's untoward to pimp out your children as TV characters in order to, fuel your own ego or put a little gas in your pocket. That Kate was crazy, though. And John wasn't any better.
Solved for reunion, Vanna and Pat Sajak all smiles at lunch before Ryan Seacrest's Wheel of Fortune debut.
Well, why wouldn't they be all smiles? Is there a falling out between?
No.
Okay.
I think it's a good thing.
All right, good.
Yeah, I think they just did their thing. I'm not going to read that. Disgraced middle school teacher who filmed students in locker room whimpers in court after hearing victim's parents' testimony.
You know, the parents' testimony. Hey, Big Bill, you want to come up here and speak to the teacher? Again, it's another one. He's to be taken out back and have the crap beat out of him. And
all that glitters, archaeologists stumble upon priceless gold coins from ancient empire in unusual location.
See, that one's begging for. Why can't I find some buried treasure, Dan? Why can't we be just those mokes walking around?
I think we have to dig for it.
Golf course.
I think we have to dig for it. Unbridled enthusiasm. Influencer divides fans with stunning wedding dress that she wore to a wedding.
In other words, she would look like some sort of stripper, is what my guess is. That's what influencers do.
Three's a crowd. Walmart has the perfect throuple costume for Halloween.
I think it's thruple, like a couple, a thruple.
Thruple?
Yeah.
Thruple.
In other words, a threesome, a little swinging.
Is it bow or bow?
Yeah, it depends. Depends on how you use it. Thrupling, I believe they call that, like coupling, but thrupling.
Cash App founder's alleged killer.
He's got a couple of thruples working.
Confronted. Carnival cruise grazes ice in Alaska. Passenger screams Titanic moment.
I bet. Iceberg, dead ahead.
J-Lo is very close with Matt Damon despite Affleck divorce.
I mean, can you keep him out of your web, you Black Widow?
Shailene Woodley hints at reason behind Aaron Rodgers' split in rare quotes about broken hearts.
The guy just did too much drugs. Those are New York City headlines.
That was once a wheel spin.
Yes, it was.
Happier days.
Which one?
I said that those two would get married.
He said Woodley and Rodgers would get married. I said no chance.
Yeah, at some point this
I said no chance.
The wheel's got to stop spinning. Now I didn't think they would stay married, but I thought maybe this was the one that would get him out of the ayahuasca tent and into the chapel, but it didn't work.
I've got to put you on an assignment. Jeff says one more wheel spin to pay off, and we need to take care of that.
I don't know what that was all about.
Yeah, I need you to take care of that and start getting some items for the wheel.
Oh, say less. Do we got what was suggested? Do we have any suggestions?
No,
it's 9:48. Let's introduce.
Yeah, we got to go.
You guys can do all this tomorrow.
Right.
I get it. I can't run away from it. But
I know.
if this guy thinks he's coming in from from 8 months in the treehouse with the most harsh punishments ever, he going to be disappointed.
Oh, no.
Here's Jeff's penalty. He's got to go up to the store and get me a Diet Coke. That's what I better get out of you.
Why you mad at me, bro? I ain't lose no bet.
Hey, you understand me? It's not your place to question.
It's not worth getting into right now.
Yeah, it can't. It's too late.
But a lot was said during those weeks you
I
were away.
heard every word.
Yeah.
I was in the lead. I don't know what the problem was.
I don't know what anyone's talking about.
Play the liner. Play the liner.
The 2-minute drill, brought to you by Injury Care Centers. Discover BioTarget Regenerative Therapy, a safer drug-free solution for lasting pain relief. Visit GoBioTarget.com.
Good morning, Tony.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good. You got Jeff Lageman here today.
We do. We'll be obviously looking back at the tape from Sunday against the Dolphins. Not all of it all that pleasant. There were a lot of good moments.
I bet he would. I bet he'll find a lot of good stuff too. I wonder. It'd be fun to listen to logs and see
I
see
felt
what he
bad.
says.
Like getting into the show yesterday, I was like, Trayvon Walker played like a monster.
Yeah.
Like that's what it felt like watching that game on Sunday, and we don't have time to really get into it because of everything that went bad.
Yeah.
You know, after the ETN fumble, but we'll obviously get into who played well, who didn't. Anton looked like he might have played his worst game as a Jag. You know, to this point in his career, and we'll get into some of that today on the show as well. It's just a rough day for him. I expect much better. We all do, you know, from that guy, but he's not the only one, and we'll get into all of it.
All right. Well, Cam Robinson might have heard the term whirlybird or something on that fourth down when he just fell down. I'm not sure what he was trying to do on that one, but that'll be interesting. All right. Well, that's coming up. Logs. Mike and Tony, it's Jaguars Today. They do it every Tuesday during the football season. It's great listening. Jeffrey?
Yeah, I like when they check to take Tuesdays after victories. Well, maybe next week we can do one of those. All right, that'll do it to it. It's been a Cat and Truck Accessories Tuesday. Enjoy Jaguars Today. We'll see you tomorrow.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
English is their second language. Their native tongue is teal and black. Let's go! Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony bring you Jaguars Today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom